All right. Well, hello everybody. HisRoyalFatness here. Welcome back to the channel and to today's live stream where I shall be showcasing the brand new Chinese light tanks that were introduced into the game in update 9.7. So I hope you guys are excited, and hello to everybody in chat. Hope it is going well. We have Immortal, Aqua, we have Rebel, and Bull Rebel, and Zach 640 Alpha Tanker, Fantastic Faye, Simon. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope y'all having a great end to your weekend, as it is a Sunday. Streaming a little earlier today because I have company coming over in the evening, so won't be able to do a nighttime stream. So Europeans, I'm sure you guys will be happy it's not like 2 or 3 a.m. your time, so that's always kind of cool. Anyways, do smash that like button, it is sincerely appreciated. And with that out of the way, let's get into discussing the Chinese light tanks. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I actually have not played these tanks, unless you count like a few games on the open test server in like 2v2s pretty much, 3v3s max. Yeah, that's not really a realistic demonstration of what the vehicles are capable of. So this is really a first impressions / showcase of these vehicles, and hopefully it's going to be good. About 58% of you guys said the tanks are okay, 23 said they're very good, and 20 or so said they are yikers in the poll I put up. So, you know, a bit of a mixed bag. Some people probably think it's good or bad. That's good. It means it's not completely busted. If everyone said it was broken, then yeah, we would have issues. So let's get into it. We are going to do our typical Tech Tree Showcase format where I start out in tier 7 and play a few games, move to tier 8 and so on until we reach the tier 10 vehicle. So do stay tuned for WZ-132-1. It will come. That, along with the tier 9, also have a unique ability that just these vehicles have, which I will discuss later. So let's begin. First impressions. You know what? Let's just jump into it. I have no clue. I really have no clue how this tank performs, the tier 7, or what its characteristics are, but we're just going to jump into it and see how it goes. Hello, Curious. Good to see you. 46. N-Man. Surge. Mumpel. Good to see you. Andy. Ominous. Good to see you as well. Howdy, fans. How's it going? Lewis, going well. Thanks for asking. Okay, so tier 7. It looks a lot like a Type 62 Dragon. I'm assuming that's probably where it was influenced from. Yeah, we're against some not so friendly tanks like those SU-152. Oh no, actually, yeah, SU-152s, aerials and stuff. Okay, DPM, I believe, like, I briefly looked at the statistics, and I've already forgotten the stats on this tank, but I think it has okay DPM. Let's just take a blind shot on our way over. Dispersion is not the best on the move. That's good to know, but it's a tier 7. I mean, who really cares about tier 7s? I'm just going to go to this typical position over here by C, start spotting up to see if the enemy team has headed towards this side. You can see there's a Sherman Firefly. That's good to know. I'm going to get on the cap here. We're not going to overpeak. Obviously, they could have some TDs. We're light tanks. We don't want to be poking those SU-152s, and we can stay back from this dude. And oh, he hits just the top of my turret. And you can see the 5 degrees of gun depression being a little bit painful over here. Let's put a quick shell towards him. 211 damage dealt. So it looks like we probably have about 190 alpha, I would assume. I believe that's what the Type 62 Dragon has. So it would make sense that there are some similarities. We have an ARL over here. It's aiming on this side, and sadly that shot misses, and that was probably a bad use of my adrenaline. Take another blind shot just in case, and it looks like our ARL should have this side down. Good and dandy. Okay, let's think about this. I don't want to mess with the TDs or anyone else, and if I'm honest with you, so let's just pull back from here and see if we can start creating angles where we can start shooting the enemy team from a slightly different area, because I don't like this corner. We know there's also heavy tanks going into our spawn. Now the problem is if I try and push up there. Okay, there's the SU. There's the SMV. Interesting. I wonder if we can pull anything out from here. The good news is our SU-100Y will probably bait the enemy's heavy tanks into cutting across sooner than they usually would. And yeah, you can see that 45 TP over here is probably not even paying attention. Or he's not even looking this way. Alright, that's an ARL 44. He's heading in towards our spawn. I'm just going to take it easy for now. 5 degrees of gun depression is not very fun. I don't know if he's going to pull around this corner. He's probably going to go left to go for SU-100Y, but I'll wait just a little longer. Okay. That's good news. We know he's going left now. Okay, perfect. So let's use our Chad light tank mobility and begin pushing in. Let's put a quick shell into this dude. 243. Another nice roll. And this dude seems to be a bit lost in Narnia. Let's put a track shell into him. Now the ARL has wicked good DPM, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. Put another shell into him. He's gonna keep chasing us by the look of it. Let's put another shell towards his tracks. Boom. Okay, he's now a one shot. And if he tries to pull around the corner here, we should have the kill. Good stuff. Okay. Wow, I was playing like a bit of a pansy there, but yeah, in the meantime, my team just absolutely dunked on theirs, so yikers. Not a bad tank. Not a bad tank. First impressions seems okay. I'm usually a little more passive when I first try a vehicle out because I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be like. But it seems okay. Yeah, it seems like it has a decent gun. The mobility's pretty solid. It accelerates well. And it will probably be an okay grind for a lot of people. All right, we have an SMV here, which stay below his area of gun depression. He misses his shot. Good stuff for me. And we're just going to get to his side here. No, I mean, if he keeps backing up like that, he's just going to get crossfired out by everyone. Let's see, we can't quite HEM. Sag. Another shell, no, I'm 208. That puts me at about 2,000 damage or so dealt. Another shot to the back of the turret. And yeah, I mean, that's game over for this dude. He's about to get botched by an SU-100Y for most of his HP. Oh, or not. SU-152 got him. All right, first game in the, what, WZ-131? I forgot. I think it's the 131. They all have such similar sounding names. I'm going to probably get them confused quite a few times. But, yeah, 2,500 damage. We played it nice and easy. We're able to casually farm up. Good stuff. We'll play one more into tier 7 just to get another kind of feel for it. I don't think I need to spend too much time on the tier 7 as it seems very similar to Type 62 Dragon, which obviously has been out for a very long time. That's so cool, Chinese tanks. Don't forget about the who spotted you and the quick unspotted mechanic. That I think is only for the tier 9 and 10. Hey, Shinsabat, good to see ya. Hey, GV. You don't have to know spotting ranges. I see. How can you make your tank turret not move while looking the other way? There is a lookout bar, and you can activate it in your settings tab. If you look, once we enter our next match, you'll see right below my... Okay, once we're loaded into the game. Basically, right below my ammunition bar, if you're looking at my HUD, there's going to be like this little, you can see this little like box. If you use that to swipe, that will prevent your turret from moving. So you see this little box, you just put your finger there and swipe back and forth, and that locks your turret in place pretty much.
What's up?
Hey, Reda, what's up? Thanks for the donation. It's going pretty well, thank you. All right, so let's move out. Dracula, yikes, that's not a fun tank to deal with if you're in a very lightly armored, very light vehicle, so hopefully we don't get yeeted by him. There is another, well, 5916. What on earth is a 5916? I really don't know it, if I'm honest with you. There's the Dracula and the other dudes. Okay, I'm glad I didn't overcommit there. I was thinking of pushing in to get some shots, but I decided to take it easy. And yeah, if I had pushed in, I probably would have lost quite a bit of HP. So, enemy team, SU Drac, Cairo is over here. They have tanks on A. I think we can put ourselves in a position to start shooting at the Cairo soon. And let's see if we can do that. All right. He's not quite paying attention to me. So let's put a quick shell to his side or the Dracula's side. 238. Nice little high roll there. Good stuff. I think I'm going to push across while we can. And we'll start pressuring the enemy team since it seems like they are pretty split here. And this might be a good opportunity for me to start pressuring in behind them. So the Drac's running away. The SU's up in front of us. Quick shell to him. Drac might try and shoot at me, which is probably not a good idea for him, but unfortunately he does hit me there. I do have better DPM than him, so I'm gonna put another shell towards this Cairo here. Yeah, we're just doing our thing, and oh wow, we got caught and fired. That is very unfortunate. This SU is going on a trip to Narnia, so let's put a quick shell into his rear while he's doing that. And we will hopefully have time for another shell here into the lower plate. Good stuff. And the enemy team are now pushing in behind us, so let's get ready to start focusing these tanks out. There is the 5916 here. Quick shot to him. He's now a one shot, roughly. And I don't think he's going to poke me there. Okay. Now let's load a heat shell up for this dude's lower plate. Oh, even with a heat shell, we unfortunately managed to fluff that shot there. We should have the kill here, no problem. Now that Drac's going to be a potential threat here. So let's see if we can squeeze past him, start crossfiring him out from behind. So let's see. Me and this 5916 guy do our best to kill this Drac. He has a lot of HP. He's probably going to get ram and killed. Oh, the Drac messed up his ram. Lovely. Lovely indeed. Let's put another shell into the Drac here. His ammo is damaged as well. This is looking pretty solid for me. All right, we should be able to win this game pretty easily here. Another shell into the Drac here. And we're not going to overextend because that SU, but we do know the Drac's positioning at least. Okay. All right, let's see. We might be able to just push up here, pick up a quick kill, push across here, get away from the SU's line of fire. And that just leaves me versus the SU here, who's kind of just chilling. This dude's just big chilling. We'll load up a heat shell because we'll probably need it to Venom. Boom, quick shell to him. Favorite light tank mechanic?
Adaptive concealment or tracer shells.
Did you
also,
even...
why is the Punisher attachment so ugly?
Did you even ask me which is my favorite? And you included ATGMs in that list. Of course it was ATGMs. That was the most fun I ever had in the game, was mobbing around boxing people with missiles. So yeah, ATGMs is definitely it. Otherwise, I think the mechanic on the T100 LTs is okay. You keep tanks spotted longer, but probably the Chinese lights with their nice little getting unspotted faster and being able to know who's spotting you right away is kind of convenient, I would say. Okay, so 2,744 damage dealt for a second game. Not bad. Yeah, it's a nice little tank. Nifty little vehicle. I will say, not too bad. I never even checked the statistics, so I mean, I probably don't have to because I'm not going to play it anymore. But let's just see. I think 190 alpha. Oh, it's 210. That's why it's high rolling. That's actually really good alpha damage on a tier 7 light. Well, I take that back. That's actually pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. Zach, by the way, thank you very much for the donation. Okay, WZ-132-1 is the tier 9. We're doing the WZ-132 next. This is the tier 8 Chinese light tank. Once again, it looks very similar to a Type 62's hull. Actually, I think it is almost identical. So probably no armor on this vehicle. It's going to get HE like crazy, especially in the tier 8. I will check the gun real quick. 300 alpha damage and 2200 GPM, and of course 5 degrees of gun depression. Interesting. Okay, well, this is my first game of the tank, so let's take it for a spin. And right away, 300 alpha damage is, I think, the heaviest hitting light in tier 8, excluding the American T49, T92s, you know, those types of vehicles. But most lights in tier 8 have like around 200 alpha. So having 300 is really nice. The T54 lightweight only gets 280. I'm expecting the accuracy to be fairly poor to compensate for this alpha damage. So it's probably going to be a bit more of a chill, aim and shoot type of vehicle. Smart Patrol, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Do appreciate it. And yeah, let's go take our first spin. Well, immediately, dispersion doesn't feel too bad. The mobility is okay, but it doesn't feel that fast for a light tank. But maybe I'm just used to, like, you know, RU-251s in tier 8. Anyways, my controls were spazzing out a little bit there. So let's move into this bush and get ready to start spotting up the enemy team, see what we can do. All right, let's put a quick shot towards this dude. Shell velocity wasn't quite enough to hit that, and we are spotted. We also take a shot right through, I think, the front of the hull there, and we are definitely going to try and pull back from here, but we are unfortunately going to take more damage thanks to our defender just sitting in the open sideways. I should have pulled out from there sooner, but oh well, that's what I get. That's what I get for trying to spot up for them. Okay, we'll put one shell into that dude, and we're down to 800 HP. Now, I don't think I'm spotted anymore. We might be able to get some shots out into this tiger. Let's aim a shell to his side, and sadly, that shot doesn't manage to pen. And now the VK is just going to sit there tunneling me for all eternity. So I guess that's cool. All right. Tiger's pulling forwards. Take advantage of this to try and put a shell towards him. Sadly, that one also misses. I'm a bit hesitant to push anywhere, just looking at what the enemy have, but it looks like our WZ is temporarily creating a bit of a diversion. So let's keep farming out this tiger. Let's aim this one in just a little bit more thoroughly. There we go. Good stuff. VK is not quite looking just yet, but he's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it, and our spawn is about to go down. So we're going to have to kill these heavy tanks as quickly as possible. All right. I'll wait for the VK to get a bit distracted here. We're going to focus the Smasher first. One quick shell into the Smasher, pull up to the next building here. And as long as the Smasher doesn't have shots on me, we're chilling. So let's put another shell towards the VK, 282 there. The problem is we're definitely going to get pushed on from behind here pretty soon. So we're going to have to think about what we want to do in just a moment. But I think it's a bit late. We're probably going to take a full clip from this dude. And my allies do not want to push the heavy. You know, I went to this location so they could push, but our heavy tanks were just, yeah. Oh boy, those heavy tanks were not doing anything. The AMX, the 53 TP, they had all of this time. It looks like they went around and capped A. If they just pushed in right away on the VK and Smasher, we could have maybe cleared this side fast enough to recover, but they didn't. In retrospect, maybe I could have gone and helped out on the med side. I honestly didn't think the WZ and Challenger were going to get bopped so hard, but I think the WZ just kind of YOLO'd and died, so obviously we lost that that side. First impressions of the tank, it seems pretty good. That wasn't the most ideal scenario for me to be playing in, except for AMX. Really, no one did anything on the team. But the alpha is nice. The accuracy is actually okay. I think the shell velocity is probably just meh. It's not going to allow you to snap as many shots as you would probably be used to in a lot of lights with faster shell velocity, but the gun seems pretty good. I like the gun. It's nice being able to consistently hit for 300. The mobility I'm not a fan of. I think it's actually quite slow for a light tank. Maybe I think I'm fully upgraded. I should be fully upgraded, but yeah, the mobility isn't enough for me to, for instance, feel comfortable trying to take this hill. Like I could try, but it's slowly accelerating. We haven't even really reached 50 kilometers an hour yet. And so, yeah, taking the hill, I would get nuked if I tried that. So I think what I'll do instead, we'll just try and hold the second line. We'll see if we can spot the crossing to the hill for starters. Get an idea of what the enemy team is doing. Okay, there is a Helsing. We might take some damage here. He auto-aims pretty much and just pens the front of the turret, so you really do have to watch out. The turret on this tank is not very good. I mean, it is a light tank, so you shouldn't expect an amazing turret or anything. Looks like the 57 mecha is just big chilling over here, so no need for me to push out. Actually, I think my team's doing very good. I will want to watch out in case they send tanks behind us. So let me see if we can just spot up behind us temporarily. Okay, cool. Sometimes players like to go to the lighthouse. That's always a bit of an annoyance to deal with. And they are actually going on to encounter cap. Now, it looks like the enemy team actually have forsaken the hill. Interesting. And I think what I will try and do... Ah, dang, I was going to try and take the hill, but the 57 mecha took this very second to pull forward. Okay, he just fired. This is a good opportunity for me to attempt to take the hill. So, KV-5 is probably the one that's on cap. We have APCR, so let's just load up a kill shot here. No need. And immediately, we're going to push ourselves into a position where we can get ready to work down the encounter cap, which it looks like the enemy team are still trying to cap out. All right, so it's just the KV-5 on the cap. That's good. He should be able to... kind of just sit there and not do a whole lot. There's the Caliban. We do not want to get nuked by that. Oh man, this is not a very pleasant scenario to be in, if I'm honest with you. I don't really have gun depression to work anywhere. I don't have armor to work anywhere. I mean, Mines is just kind of a stupid map in general to have anything to play on above tier 7. Here's the KB5. Let's aim for the weak spot there. And oh boy, that penetration is not very good. Now, I am running rammer, but maybe I should start running... maybe I should start running calibrated. I don't know. If depends, because APCR is a really bad ammunition type. I mean, oh my gosh. Where do we aim? There we go. Okay, so we managed to kill the KV-5. Never do what he did and just push the crowd. Mumbel, thank you very much for the donation. Really appreciate it. All right, we got a 57 mecha here, getting a little bit more aggro. Let's aim for the side of his turret. 277 into him there. That's good stuff for us. We know they have an RU pushing kind of in behind us. So let's see if we can get ready to push shots into him. All right, he's going to keep pulling forward, and he paused in the open. So, sadly, we missed a shot. You know, I bet this tank actually has pretty solid HE damage, but we have a T-34-1 here to deal with. Let's put a quick shot to this man's here. We're going to pull as far back around the corner as possible, and we'll let the M41 Bulldog help me deal with him. So, let's put another shell into our man's here. Gun depression saying no. I'm just trying to make sure the RU can't shoot me up the rear. That's kind of my main concern right now. Alrighty. We're going to pull back here. We need to kill this dude before it's too late and that RU starts harassing our flank too much here. I think I should be able to kill him now, especially with his ammo damage. Good stuff. The RU is going to be a problem. Let's pop the adrenaline for the RU-251 here. He did fluff his shot on the ISU. Put another shell into the RU. We can maybe kill him with a high explosive shell. Now, the issue is I'm a one-shot to the mecha if he decides to push up on us. So I'm just going to try and stay aware of where he could push on me from. There he is. He's pushing from above. So we'll just pull down off the hill for now. And I think the mecha actually has to go for cap defense here if he wants to get out of here safely. All right, let's put a quick shot to the RU. Good stuff. Well, that wasn't a very pleasant game, but I think we're going to win to cap, if nothing else. Our defender is just chilling there. No one can reset him as the Caliban and the ISU are kind of in Narnia. So, yay, we'll take advantage of this opportunity. We might even be able to kill the mecha here. So let's get ready to push on up the hill. Sadly, we do lose our friend here. We should be able to kill the mecha here, no problem. Good stuff. And now we know where the ISU and Caliban are as well. Now, the ISU is the one that's on reload for now. I'm going to tell this dude, no, you don't want to poke that. Well, it's too late anyways. He's going to poke. Yeah, he's going to poke anyways. I got spotted, so the ISU is right about there. That's good to know, because the Caliban couldn't have spotted me. So, yeah, let's just see how this rolls. I'm going to just chill here for now. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get some side shots onto this dude from here. Now, the ICU might be just kind of pre-aiming this side. That would be probably the intelligent thing for him to do, if I'm honest with you. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, quick shot to the Caliban. Nice. I think the Caliban's reloading. The Tiger is now shooting the ISU. Tiger, keep farming the ISU out. Nice. Put another shell into this dude. Caliban's screaming at me, so let's try and not die while we can. All right, let's put a quick kill shot into this dude. Should have killed the Caliban instead of the ISU, because the ISU was on reload. The Caliban wasn't. The Caliban was loaded, so me not killing him there actually might make this game a whole lot more difficult than it has to be, sadly. But I didn't really anticipate the Tiger was just going to die there. All right, here's the Caliban. I can theoretically shoot him from here. If I just wedge my tank up just enough here. Yoink. Nice, we managed to bait a shell out of him. Now, the Caliban has like a 20-second reload. We should be able to kill, no problem. You know, that game started out pretty poorly, but we managed to recover, and that's the important part. So, hello, Caliban. Do die. 6 kills, 3,000 plus damage, tier 8. I really do vibe with it. It's pretty good. It feels more like a medium than a light, but that's just me. I think it's just a little sluggish. The higher alpha, but the less reliable gun just kind of makes it feel a little bit more like a medium tank than a light, not regarding the HP or armor. The armor profile and HP is definitely a light tank. So, aced it second game. Not shabby. Let's play one more game in this tank before we move on to tier 9. Killer Fang, long time no see, Fatness. How you been? Busy, but doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. But who is in the right mind should buy crates? Who in the right mind should buy crates? No one should buy crates. Never buy. No, I'm just kidding. Do what you want with your money. Just not with mama's credit card. Hi, greetings from Poland. Hello. Smash the like button, boys and girls with the irony. Lewis, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Almost 100 likes, so you heard the man. He done asked. Yay, nice. Yes, it only took 2 games. And my team was still not very good, but we managed to somehow pull through that battle. Okay, let's play our last game in the tier 8 before progressing to tier 9. But yeah, I think it's an okay tank. I think it's a pretty okay vehicle. It's not exceptional, but for those of you that enjoy slightly higher alpha damage meds, I think you'll find this to be a kind of chill vehicle just to go and roll out. And it's not too bad of a grind. Now, obviously, against tier 9s, oh, good luck. Yeah, you face an E75 frontally in this thing, you will not be able to pen its lower plate even with a PCR. So, do enjoy yourself when it comes to playing against high tiers. But as long as you're top tier, you should be okay. Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way to the corner because when you go there, you commit. If the enemy team just pushes over, then it takes forever to back out. I actually prefer to play this rock position here. That way I can, 1, reset A cap, and 2, just stay back a little bit safer. Figure out what the enemy team is doing before I even push in. As you can see, our defender made the mistake of overextending, and he already died. He did a very good job managing to take his own vehicle out of the game in about 55 seconds. That takes some talent. Enemy team don't have anyone on Seep, so obviously their whole team is either in spawn or behind this Chimera. Our Pershing is also kind of suiciding. As for support, really don't have any. This is not very good for me, and good lord. Is that just spawn sniping object 252U? Oh, we actually penned him. Well, so our med suicided. Juto is YOLOing into the enemy spawn through encounter cap, and he's getting punished for it. And our Lova is still spawn sniping SC, even though absolutely no one's been spotted there. There's the Yo at least. We know where the M7 Yo is. Oh no, G-Sor might have spotted me there. Oh, actually, I take it back. There is someone over here. It's a 45 TPH. Put a quick shot into his tank there. Now, we'll have to watch out for the Ferdinand and Co. If they spot me up, that could be problematic. But I'm going to help my team, you know, kill this dude as quickly as possible here. Sadly, that doesn't quite go as planned. And we also have a wild Chimera. Now, he's being really aggressive here. So we can put 1 shell into him. Okay. We should be able to safely put a 2nd shell into my man's here. Make him a 1-shot. That's good. And I really don't have any cover fire, but at least he's a 1-shot, you know? At least their very dangerous Chimera is now a 1-shot. Let's put a shell towards this man's here. Yeah, this gun is pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, the accuracy is not even that bad for a 300 alpha damage vehicle. And and now it's 2 versus like everyone. So that's cool. Never compliment a gun, guys. This was a hard-learned lesson. If you compliment a gun, it's gonna troll you. Okay, one quick shot to this dude here. And we are now dead. We are officially dead, ladies and gentlemen. So our ISU sat in a position where he's had 0 shots all game. Our Lova YOLO'd into the middle and died, and our other ISU did the same. Juto YOLO'd, and our meds just... The meds just done killed themselves. Great team. Obviously, that's a game that no matter what I did there, we were not going to win. Everyone was just suiciding. They just wanted to YOLO, and the enemy team was just like chilling with their cups of coffee or beer. I don't know, just sitting in the TD position, sniping for days. So yeah. Anyways, tier 9. Let's jump into it. Sadly, our last game in the WZ-132 is not very good, but we're progressing forward. Let's see. I probably did top easily. Yeah, easily. More than the TDs. Bursting Defender, both doing almost nothing. Okay, so tier 9, WZ-132-A. I don't even know what type of gun this tank gets. Okay, 330 alpha damage. Gets the same as the tier 10. That's cool. 5 degrees of gun depression. Damage per minute running rammer is just under 3k. That's not too bad. I assume the accuracy is just going to be pretty mid. Top speed. Where are we running for mobility on this vehicle? 65 top speed, 20 in reverse. About the same power to weight as the tier 10, I think. So, yeah, this seems like a pretty okay vehicle. I'm sure the armor, if there is armor, well, 75 in the turret, at least you're not getting HE through the front of the turret as reliably when it's angled. But yeah, you really have no armor on this tank, so don't expect to bounce like anything. I personally think this is a very ugly tier 9. I don't know why. The gun just looks like way too thin and long, and the turret is really tiny compared to the hull. The tier 10 looks hot. The tier 9 not so much. But looks aside, how does the tank play? Well, let's find out. Irish coffee, maybe some Irish coffee. Yes. Great. Appreciate how Fatness can stay jovial with these aerial teams. I try. The key is to not play as much blitz. So when you don't play as much blitz, you don't get triggered by teams as much because you're not playing against them 24/7. You see. Hey, Fast, but 2 years since quit the games and teams haven't changed much. They've gotten worse, buddy. They gotten a whole lot worse. They all look the same to me. I don't know. The tier 8 actually looks pretty okay. Okay, WZ-132-A. First game, we are top tiered. Let's go. It feels right away, I think it feels slightly more mobile, especially in like the traverse speed department than the tier 8, which is cool. So that's nice. We're going to cruise up to 50 or so. Dispersion's bad. Look at this dispersion. You cannot deny this is some pretty awful dispersion. Now it has high alpha damage for a 100mm cannon, but oh boy, is it not aiming in very quickly. And also, immediately mechanics are activated. So the TI-2 was the one that spotted me, as you saw by the light bulb above his vehicle. And also, I get unspotted a whole lot faster. Boom. Immediately you know if the AMX is spotting you because of that little red eye icon next to him. It's a very handy feature, especially if you're newer to light tanks and don't know how to quickly rotate out unspotted and stuff like that. It's just a handy feature to have. Anyways, we got a wild tiger here. We're gonna try and run away. We do manage to debate a shell from him. We're just gonna keep running away. I'm gonna get to this hill so I can try and avoid the TI-2 if he yellows in for me. And we're just going to move to a position of safety because, well, we've pretty much lost this flank. All right, there is the T-92. I don't think he's pushing in just yet. Our T-49 is definitely going to go down, but we had to relocate. We couldn't stay there. If we stayed there, we would have been dead really fast. Put a quick shot towards this dude. 365. You can see it's just nice. We know, okay, this tiger cannot spot me, at least just yet, because we didn't see the light bulb icon go off. Boom. Once again, the tiger is unable to spot me. However, this Foch sure can. So let's try and pull away from the Foch. The Foch does have a 2-shell autoloader now. So we're going to try and just get away from him. He does manage to put a shell to me. We'll just keep running away. And there we go. The Foch is now on reload for like 20 seconds. I should have gone out of here a lot faster, but it's okay. We can still make an escape. I was just trying to get to a position where this hill will cover me better. The IS-3 is also pushing in. So what I might be able to do here is kind of pull on in towards this middle area. And I think it's only a matter of time before the enemy team decides to start pushing in. There's the Tiger 2 there. Good stuff. You can see that the Foch is pulling back up top here. Let's put a quick shell into his vehicle. Nice. TI-2 has also spotted me up. And it looks like our IS-3 is just going to get bamboozled pretty much. So yeah, time to run away. Time to continue the process of fleeing. All right, TI-2 YOLOing in after me. Put a quick shell into his tank here. We're just going to run away from his vehicle as quickly as we physically can. And yeah, we're definitely going to take a shell from the Foch. Oh no, the Foch was relocating. What perfect timing for me. All right, there's the defender. He has not spotted me up just yet. Boom, put a quick shell towards him and run away. And my gosh, my driving sucks today. All right. All right, so defender's pushing in, putting another quick shell into his vehicle. He does have 4 shots, so I'm just going to run away. And my goal right now is just to be bait, because the longer I force these dudes to run around, the better it is for my allies. Now, I don't know if this dude has the big gun, but I think he does. So I'm going to act like I'm pushing him towards this side. We're just going to keep running around the corner here. Oh, I got baited, boys. I got baited. Luckily, I think I am slightly faster than this man's. Also, he doesn't really seem to have a clue what he's doing here. So let's just keep running away. Run away, run away. Oh, that 5 degrees of gun depression is terrible. All right. And we are dead. I did my best. I was just bait there. That wasn't a very good game. I would say if I knew how to drive better, that would be problem solved. But that's what happens when you don't play for weeks at a time. We should win, no problem. I mean, our heavies took absolutely forever to clear the mid, but they did do it eventually, and pretty much that whole time I was just running away from, yeah, the Foch and the 2 light tanks there, so it was okay. It was okay. I definitely could have played that better. I wouldn't say there's really any fault of the tank. Of course, not having much gun depression was painful in that situation. I will admit, this is it's a decent tank, but personally, I think the gun handling is kind of going to be what puts me off the most. We did, you know, about 2,800 or so damage. So not bad. Tiger 2, absolute farming up. Good job to him. So, you know, about 1 shot away from 3K. If I'd hit my last shot, we would have had 3K damage, which is a perfectly acceptable damage for a tier 9. Skill issues, Fatness. I don't want to hear it, dog. I don't want to hear it, you dumb, stupid, and stinky dog. Also, dog, Texas connoisseur, you gotta stop being mean to me, okay? All right, so we are gonna jump into the next match. It is a tier 9 matchup once again. A much better map, in my opinion. This one has a lot more options for light tanks. Basically, with the Chinese lights, you don't want to put yourself in any situation where it requires gun depression. I mean, it's the same like with the T100 LTs and stuff. Okay, this dude hasn't quite spotted me. Quick shell towards him. He still didn't spot me. See, like, it's nice. I know I can continue poking that bush because that dude wasn't able to spot me. That's just where this mechanic is kind of clutch. And wow, SU-130 takes a blind shot, catches me on fire. Very cool. Maybe I shouldn't have overextended through that bush so much. Yikes. I didn't think he was actually going to take a blind shot, especially since our whole allies are getting spotted on the crossing. I kind of thought they would, you know, instead focus on that side, but there you have it. One thing that I do have to mention about these vehicles is they have very poor fuel tanks. You're going to get confired a whole lot, especially the tier 9 and 10, which is probably, I think that is going to be my #1 gripe with these tanks. The gun depression, it's fine if you know how to work around bad gun depression. It's not the end of the world, but it's when you have to deal with catching on fire like 24/7 that life becomes hard. Anyways, this yo spotted me, as you can tell. Let's put a quick shell into one, pull down. But good news is he shouldn't be able to continue spotting me through this bush. Now I should be unspotted by now thanks to the mechanic of this vehicle. See if we can put another shell towards this hatch here. And the accuracy is just probably not going to let me. So let's see. Maybe we can pull around this corner a little bit here, get some shots in from here. There we go. He has not quite spotted me yet, but he did now. Let's put another shell into him and pull back. I think we're doing okay. My allies seem to be retaking A cap. Our Astron goes down to the Waffenträger. So the Waffenträger is in the bush along with the SU-100, I assume. Or the 130 has pushed up. So the Waffenträger, though, if he was able to hit that dude, he's probably still up there. Okay, so the Vickers is in Narnia. There's the Rit there. I thought he would be in the bush. Yeah, good sir. Do not quite have shots on him. I probably should have honestly just saved my shell because he's pretty obviously was gonna back up in a moment. Okay. STG pushing across. Let's aim for the side of his turret there. Nice little kill shot into him. Good stuff. And we'll probably need to help our WZ out over here in just a moment's time. So let's see. The Vickers cannot quite spot me just yet, but he drove into a wall and it actually baited my shot there. I thought he was going to drive around the corner, but nah, fam. My man's was determined to just drive into a wall. Let's put a quick kill shot into this dude here real quickly. There's the SU-130. The WoT from earlier is getting a little over-aggressive here, I think. Yes, indeed. He's getting quite over-aggressive. I think we could just push down and kill him, if I'm honest with you. Nice. My team made quite a clean comeback here, so I will happily take that. All right, let's put a quick HE shell towards the Waffenträger. 338, so he does have a spall liner, but the HE alpha is pretty decent. I think it's about 400. Not quite as good as most Soviet 105 or 100 millimeter guns, which usually get 440 alpha, I believe, or is it 420 alpha? It's somewhere along 420 or 440. This thing only gets 400, so you're gonna low roll just a little bit more with your HE. In comparison, we do have an Indian Panzer here, so let's see if this thing is any good for ramming. We lost almost 300 HP, so not a very positive elixir trade, but I will take it. And it just leaves the WoT Vicker. So not a bad game. Not a bad game. I think this game definitely showed a little bit more of what the tank is about. We should do close to 3K, I think, in the end, or maybe not even 3K. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. Let's see. Watch it just be like 2K flat. It is 2K flat. Oh no, I done messed up, boys. Well, with the Ram, we picked up 5 kills. You know what? We were a good team player. For shot we can take. We're going to slowly bring PC tanks, imagine. All right, 2400 damage. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great. I feel like I need to kind of get the hang of this vehicle and figure out its playstyle a little better. You know, like I said, it really is my first time playing any of these tanks, so there's always a bit of a learning curve when it comes to these vehicles, but not bad. It's not bad. That's how I would describe the tier 10, the tier 9. I haven't tried the tier 10 yet. The tier 9 is not bad. Oh, it does have 420 on the HE. Okay. You know what? I probably confused myself because I was looking at the tier 8, and the tier 8 must have been the one that had 400 on the HE. I wasn't really paying attention, so that's probably where I got the 400 margin number. Okay, so the HE is good. Thanks for the correction there, chicken tendies. Okay. Tier 9 matchup. Enemy team have a platoon of tier 9 WZs, and let's see, tier 8 heavy tanks, a tier 9 heavy tank, tier 9 TD. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. Those WZ-132s can still double tap for 600. Now, the good news is they weren't able to spot me up here, so that's always kind of convenient. Let's put a quick shot to him, and we're going to pull back as quickly as possible. This dude's being quite aggressive along this corner here. Now, I do have, like, my whole team with me, so I'm not quite as worried. All right, let's see if we can spot up another one of these fools. Come on, put it forward. I dare you. Pull forward. Okay, I'll bait them into shooting or argue instead. Okay, my team just wants to do a full push, apparently. That's always kind of cool, I guess. Put a quick shock shot to this dude. AMX, please learn to drive and don't push your allies out. Thank you very much. Second time of me taking a shot there. Or the original shot that I took this game was because that dude was just pushing me out, which is not very cash money. All right, let's put a quick kill shot into this WZ here. On the brighter note, my allies totally just full sent it, so the enemy team wasn't really able to respond to that, and those lights just died really quickly. Anyways, this ST1 is going to be a problem here momentarily. I really don't want to take a shot from him, but I don't think I have a choice, so let's just run away from this dude. 252 also pushed back up. That's going to push down low. We're going to push down low, get safe from the ST1, and see if we can put any side shots into these dudes in a moment here. Okay. So, you can see that the ST1's pushing up top. Now, my allies decided to very intelligently push into A cap. I don't know why players are kind of obsessed with the A side. There really is zero benefit into going to A cap. You lose all map control down there, and you get crossfired out by TDs. You think after like 3 or 4 years this map's been in the game, players would stop doing that. Okay, we are going to push on in towards this side. It's already 4-1. I mean, my team just absolutely got yoinked on because they pushed into A. We had such good topside superiority right off the bat. If we kept the momentum up, we would have been fine. But then these dudes went into A cap and done got themselves killed for no reason. So that's very cool. All right. Is there any chances of us making a comeback here? I honestly don't think so, although the Jagdtiger does get taken out there, which is pretty clutch, actually. All right. Jagdpanther's down low over here. Not really a whole lot I can do about him either. We can put a quick shot into his tank. We do manage to bait him at least. All right, let's see. He's not trying to push in just yet. There's the M5 Yo. Okay, you gonna pull back, buddy? Track shell. Nice. We do manage to get a track shot into our mans here. And we're just gonna have to play the run game. Okay, so best bet is isolating targets and executing them, basically. The big problem here, hopefully that Jagdpanther doesn't spot me while I'm trying to run away. I'm going to act like I'm going into our spawn, then we're going to bait all the way back through the park. Park's probably my best bet. I don't really see myself winning this. They have so much HP. I don't quite have the HP, DPM, or armor to pull this off. And even with this tank's pretty solid mobility, I don't think it's going to be enough. All right, so we're probably going to get spotted here. Put a quick shell into our man, Mr. 252U. Try and run away. Sadly, we do take a shell from him. But on a positive note, we can now start working his tank down. Another shell to the 252U here. I'm going to act like we're going to continue running away. All right, we're just aiming for his lower plate here. Quick shell to him. And now the ST-1 is just straight up YOLOing. So, yeah, that's game over for me, I think. Oh, wait, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Or actually, I done messed up. I should have stayed on the ST-1 side here. That was my mistake. I should have kept hugging and circling the ST-1 and then gone to kill the object. I initially went to run away. But right there, you saw, man, the power to weight on these tanks are really bad. It just feels slow for a light tank, in my opinion. I wasn't able to out-accelerate there. We did about 3,000 or so damage, which is okay considering, yeah, I mean, our RU did 1 shot and died. Our 2 heavy tanks did 2 shots and died. I mean, to be fair, that game was not very good in terms of matchmaking for me because, one, the enemy team had 3 heavy tanks and a tier 9, and I just had 2 tier 8 heavies that did 1 or 2 shots and died. So that was just an F in the chat. Heavy tanks are still the biggest determining factor in your odds of winning for a lot of games, at least in terms of composition. That was not very good to be outclassed in terms of heavy tanks. And then of course the players and heavy tanks in my team were like YOLO and die. Blitzhanger is a tier premium on EU like line built on Blitz stars. There are no records of it. Of what vehicle? Oh, that's interesting. There's a sound effect when you ping the map now. That wasn't there before. I didn't even notice. So now there's a sound effect when you ping the map. All right, let's try it one more time. One more try. We're going to try another game in this vehicle. This will be our 4th game, I believe. Sadly, last game I was not able to win. I just did not have enough HP. But I'm surprised ST-1 even tried to go back through the enemy spawn. It was pretty obvious I was spotted running the opposite direction, and he went the opposite way. So I don't know if he was just big braining or if I just got a bit unlucky there. Anyways, I think the Pantera is going to poke here soon. Sadly, that shot does not quite go in. And I think the other med or light's going to pull forward, maybe. There we go. Let's put a quick shot into this man's. WZ-132 taken 300 into the side. That's good. The ship is about neck and neck in terms of the matchup over there. Let's see if we can put a quick shot to this Pantera. Sadly, was not able to snap that good enough. Ooh, interesting. You know what's interesting is the T-30 on the enemy team is getting dunked on. And same with the Conqueror. Now, we don't have any TDs covering this side. I don't want to abandon the Pershing, but low-key, I feel like my team's just going to be able to sweep the ship, in which case we can create a crossfire from the back. So I might see if I can capitalize on that just a little bit. Conqueror's now spotting me up. Let's put a quick kill shot into his tank here. Good stuff. T-30 is now alone on this flank, and we do have a Pantera here as well. Let's put a quick shot into his tank. Good stuff. Let's make sure the T-30 can't shoot me. He cannot quite shoot me. The Pantera is now a one-shot, and the gun done trolled me just a little bit there. Sag. Big Sag indeed. All right, there is the rack. Quick shot towards him, and we'll just run across. So the enemy team still have a wild ISU. Who knows where? Oh, there he is. Put a quick track shot into him and keep running away here. Okay, ISU just fired his gun. That's good for me. We can pull back. Now, we should be able to win this game because it's, well, it's so one-sided. It's so one-sided, you know? All right, put another shell towards this ISU here. Now, I don't think the ISU is going to push in on me, but if he tries, I'll just pull forward here. There we go. He seems to have just fired again. Let's focus on continuing to kill this man because ISU, big uncool tank to deal with. All right, another shot to the ISU here. And the Centurion seems to be not paying attention right now. Let's see. The Centurion decides to give me some shots here in just a moment. Not quite. The ISU is just perma-spotting me, which is Sag because I can't really move out. There we go. He goes down. And the Emil goes down as well. Nice. Okay, now this game should be won. Oh, hi, Centurion. What's your plan, buddy? What is your plan? It is to die. All right. Not a bad game. I'll take it. I will happily take it. Put a quick shell towards this dude. You know, the gun's okay. It hits pretty often considering the dispersion is technically really bad. I think it has a pretty decent aim time to compensate for that dispersion, which is nice. But it just means your on-movement shots are not very pog, you know? Our WZ-111 hits that on the move. Good shot. All right, let's play a 5th game in this vehicle. Hi, Fatness from Kojo, Japan. Hello, Kojo Taro. How's it going? All right, about 3k damage again. Not a half bad game. I'm happy I pulled out when I did. I just not maximizing my farm potential here, so very big disappointment. I mean, I really think this tank is pretty nice as it is. Oh yeah, the WZ-132-1, I don't have any complaints in terms of the balance department. I think it's actually a pretty fine tank. And like I just said last game, it actually seems to hit a lot better than the dispersion would indicate, because you'd think with that much bloom it would miss a lot, but it's probably the aim time. I think it's balance, which is what's most important. Short hair stringer. Hello 34, had it going. It's a Chad feature. Yes, very big brain feature. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. This is our 5th game in the vehicle, I think. My team wants to go right, but if I'm honest with you, I can probably barely pen an E50 that's haul down. The Vickers has a mantlet that's way better than my whole turret combined. And they have a lot of TDs. It might not be a good idea to head this way. You can see they already sent someone onto A cap, which is interesting. Let's see if we can do anything about that. Let's aim a shell to this Vickers here, 337. I will admit, man, this alpha damage is so nice. You think the difference between 310 and 330 isn't huge, but honestly, it is so much better than most 100mm guns that only get 310 alpha damage. Now, way back in the good old days, the Soviet meds only had 300 damage. They didn't even have 310. And I remember when they changed it to 310, it was like, wow, I'm not rolling sub 300 all the time. Which is, pretty much the case with this vehicle, especially. You're never rolling sub 300. Well, not never, but it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare, you know? Okay, so I don't know why, but the enemy's TDs have just big brain themselves into the corner here. Like absolute mad lads. Our ISA and Baraska are being quite aggressive, and there's a Yag Tiger 88. Let's put a quick shell into him. Wow, 413 max roll? That is actually really nice. Okay, let's aim another shell towards this dude's tracks. Boom, 359. I mean, that alpha damage is clutching up hardcore right now. Here's the ISU. Oh, he's loaded. Of course he's loaded. I thought he was on reload for sure, so I was confident enough to poke him. But I thought it was reloading, but that's not the case. And yeah, I mean, this gun is working quite well. So, as a, I would say as more of a second line support light tank, this is a very solid tank indeed. The one thing that you should not be confused by on this vehicle is the armor is not going to be very reliable at all. So
Hey, Fatness,
just always keep that in mind.
I see European viewers are very appreciative. Smile greetings from the baguette country.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Where on earth did that ISU come from? Bruh, I thought the ISU would for sure be looking towards the Barask, or Yag Tiger would have spotted him. Of course he was looking this way. Anyways, we're gonna win this game, no problem. I didn't think the ISU was still gonna be tunneling that corner, especially since I was unspotted. And, like, I'm surprised the Barask wasn't killing him, but oh well. Nobody, thank you very much for the donation. Really appreciate it. And, yeah, I'm sure the Europeans are quite happy to have an earlier stream. I think WZ-120 is more enjoyable than this. Well, I mean, WZ-120 is like one of the most underrated tier 9 tanks in my opinion, so yeah. 2,500 damage, probably could have had over 3k if I hadn't gotten killed there. I just didn't think the ISU was just going to be staring the opposite direction of the vehicles that were spotted, especially since I wasn't spotted pulling forward. That's why I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, tier 9, pretty good, pretty good. Now, oh, the tier 10, okay. Let's just be honest, this tank looks absolutely gorgeous. It finally has a proper looking cannon. I really like the kind of racks, the spaced, I don't know, I think that's a type of spaced armor around the side of the turret, which is really cool. I don't know if it actually blocks any like HE shells or anything. We'll have to test that out sometime, but it looks nice. It also has like track covers, so a little bit spaced armor along the tracks, which is nice as well. Same gun, 330 alpha damage, but 3,500 DPM with rammer. Now, you might want to run calibrated because I think it has about 295 heat pen, which is not very good. Yeah, 295 heat pen is not doing you very much good. But if you want to risk it for the biscuit, a little bit of a throwback to the good old 200 LT days, then that 3,563 DPM is insane, right? It's the highest of the tier 10 lights. It's on par with some of the best tier 10 meds in terms of DPM, only outclassed by the Leopard 1. and the Kampfpanzer 50T, I believe, as well. But yeah, armor profile, I think it's slightly better. Slightly better. Yeah, 140 on the turret. So you actually might get some ricochets on the turret and the mantlet. The hull is not better, though. It's still 50 on the front, 25 on the sides. Do not try and ricochet anything off your hull. It's not going to happen. The turret, maybe. But even then, don't get baited. Just assume everyone's going to pen you, and you will have no problems in the armor department, all right? Because you won't be relying on it. Top speed does increase slightly to, I believe, 67 kilometers an hour. Let's see. Yep, 67. The power to weight is about the same, so it's not going to be much faster than the tier 9. It can just reach a slightly higher speed if you manage to accelerate all the way. But really, the big difference between the tier 9 and the tier 10 is the tier 10 gets the extra 600 damage per minute. Nutty. And an extra, like, about an extra, what, 60, 70 millimeters of turret armor, which might get you the occasional ricochet. So that's really the main difference. Otherwise, I'd say it's still pretty similar in terms of playstyle. So let's do it. 9.1k? What is 9.1k? Yeah, the turret has space timer. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I saw a guy doing 9.1k with this running rammer. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It has the DPM to pull it out. I mean, if you're a fan of the old school T100LT, then you might find this to be quite appealing. Now, the difference is the T100LT had better accuracy. See, that T92 didn't spot me. It's nice just to know right away, okay, this light tank has not spotted me, right? Okay, so what on earth are you doing there, buddy? Not really sure what that Leo is doing so aggressively up there. But, I mean, there you have it. Leo's gonna be a Leo. Let's see if this Leo decides to poke again. He's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it. He wants to. He thinks he's big braining, so let's track him in the open for now. The Yak does spot me up there for just a moment. And let's see. I have 1400 spotting already. I can see the gun is a little bit more accurate than the tier 9, which is nice. You're gonna be able to hit your shots a little more reliably in this vehicle. Alright, we can't quite hit the 54E1. Jagdpanzer has just fired his gun here. We don't have shots on the Leo just yet. And with 300 heat pen, we cannot do anything. Not even 300 heat pen. Just with subpar heat pen, you can't do anything. Here's the Leo. See if we can HE aside. Oh, I spent way too long aiming that. Sadly, I wasn't looking. I didn't really expect him to just YOLO forward like that. Alright, we have a 215B over here. And let's not overpeak the Yag. The 215B does unfortunately hit me there. You know, we can probably just pull out of here soon. Really? Okay. Pull back from this dude. Just keep an eye on the 215B here. The 215B is just kind of YOLOing for me. Now he's setting up for a side scrape, I think. Which is probably not a good idea on his part. Alright. Well, I didn't think the 215B was going to YOLO in, but there you have it. He totally did YOLO in. I think I also just heard the Jagdpanzer shoot his gun. Let's see if the 215B backs up to try and shoot me. I'll just be bait. I mean, I just have to be bait here, dude. I don't have to do anything for now. Oh, okay. That Hoover's going to try and kill me. Okay. 215B takes another massive shell. I'm just going to keep being bait. So is the way of a light tank where you just start perma-stuck being bait. Alright, we should be able to pick up a kill on this dude. He made a huge mistake trying to YOLO me there. Massive mistake. He pretty much just threw his tank away and gained nothing from it. So, yes. YOLOers must die. Okay. So, 54E1, trying to make a bit of a break for it here. And, well, scoped out shooting looks cool, guys. And, yeah, that's how you fluff shots as well. Aww, Sag. He just managed to hit my front. Unfortunate. We should win all the same. That was not a very fun first battle in the tier 9. Mind you, it is on a city map, and the enemy team were quite content to tunnel me. I mean, their 4005 quite literally suicided into B-cap just to tunnel me, and the 215B did the exact same thing, YOLOing into the crossfire to tunnel me, right? So, I didn't farm anything that game, but in terms of just being bait, the 215B did one shot and died trying to focus me there, and the 4005 did 2 shots and died trying to focus me there. Like, all they shot was 1 tier 10 light, and they threw away 2 tier 10s for free. So, in the end, good result, because it got us the dub. As for it being a fun game, definitely not. You don't want to get stuck in those situations if you can help it in a light tank. I think maybe I should have played that even more passively than I did if I wanted to at least maximize my farm potential that game. Maybe be a little more passive wait for more of the enemy vehicles to get spotted up, and then rotate around and see where I can farm damage. I mean, that is really the ideal gameplay for any DPM light tank, especially these vehicles, because your gun depression, your armor, your HP, it doesn't allow you to be very flexible in a traditional sense. You really have to rely purely on your mobility and DPM. So we're going to try and do that a little better this time. Anyways, we're going to start off by spotting up the crossing first, because I always like to get an early idea of what the enemy team is doing. Hopefully they don't have a Sheridan here. Ooh, interesting. So they have a Leo crossing. Quick shot into him. Good, good, good. Get some early damage into this dude. Looks like the Leo is straight up just like full sending it. So let's put another shell into him. Interesting. I do have an IS-4 behind me, so I don't have to be so worried about like getting YOLO'd per se. But I'm going to pull down before the Sheridan gets a shell into me. As you can see, he is very, very ambitious on YOLOing into me here. So right away, the Leo and the enemy team just suicided for who knows why, but he clearly thought it was the best plan of action. I think the Sheridan's going to poke forward, so let's put a blind shell into him and pull back a little bit. The heavies are still unspotted. Okay, so there's the IS-4. Same with the V4. Let's wait till their TDs get spotted. You know, I really don't want to YOLO in and find myself looking at a V4 and his friends. That would just, yeah, that would hurt. So let's wait to see if this WZ gives me an opportunity here. He might back up a little more once the Leo starts pressuring him. Yeah, just a little bit more, buddy. Oh, come on. Where did that shot even hit to not pen? Anyways, we know where the Sheridan is, and so that's where the V4 is. He's sitting back in a bush in one of the most heavily armored tier 10 TDs, and he's hiding in the back of a bush. Okay, I see how it is. That dude doesn't even have shots there. he literally had like no shots there if I hadn't pulled in front of him there. Okay, well, I'm gonna flex around. Let's take advantage of the mobility to start actually creating some angles. They have a TVP. They literally have a TVP, and if that V4, and thanks to the V4 high rolling me there, I am now a potential one shot or one magazine to the TVP, which is not very ideal if I am honest with you. Yep, that's not very ideal in the slightest. Now, if I face hug him though, we might actually be able to facilitate some ricochets on the top of our turret here, and we do manage to pull that off. So we at least managed to kill the TVP without dying. Yay, that's very good. Okay. IS-4, V4, both are back here. I don't think they're looking my direction. Nope, they are not. Let's put a quick shot into the V4 real quick before we will have to rotate out because I am now spotted again. Alright, let's put a quick shot into the IS-4 as well. This gun is very nice, and this game was a lot better because we managed to utilize our mobility just a little more in the end to farm up some damage. Even though I did lose like most of my HP to Epipega TVP YOLOing in, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. Oh, wow. The V4 really wants me, doesn't he? Okay, now the IS-4 is on reload. Okay, V4 is now on reload. Let's load a heat shell for the IS-4. Let's try, hopefully he doesn't high roll me here. Good. And we'll get 3k damage out, no problem. There we go. Not a bad game. It could have been better, but definitely could have been worse. Thankfully, you can see the roof of the turret, and that's what I'm talking about. Those 140 millimeters of armor. It's actually okay at side hugging vehicles if you have no other choice. I wouldn't rely on it too much, but as a ditch effort, if you are stuck in a situation where you can't pull out and you have to engage a vehicle in a very close quarters engagement there, like the TVP, sure, I could have tried to run away from him, but I probably would have died. I mean, the tank only takes a few seconds to release 1200 damage. My best option in that case was to get as close as possible. One, to kind of make it harder for him to aim, and two, to try and facilitate some ricochets on the angled sections of the turret, and that's exactly what happened that game. So it's nice being able to pull stuff off like that. I think that's something that, you know, some lights can't do. Definitely 200 LT can do stuff like that very comfortably, but, you know, this tank can do that to an extent, which is nice. And we're just going to kind of push on up here. We're going to get some early spots off as well. Interesting. So there's the bat chat. Let's put a quick shell towards it. We're immediately going to back up from here. So our 121B is... yeah, he's doing what he does best. Anyways, let's pull into this bush and spot up. Let's see if the enemy team starts pulling forward at all. So far, no one's spotted being aggressive, but I'm gonna stay passive. I mean, they obviously cap C, but they have no one at A. Actually, realistically, the best thing I could do right now is just run away. Their whole team is going to be in C or D fairly soon, covered by triple TDs. But, you know, let's see if we can spot anyone up first. Okay, well, at least we know where the E100 is. All right, let's see if we can pre-aim a shell into the side of the E100, and... Hello? Why on earth even spotted me? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, at least I get unspotted faster. And we take one from the 183. Well, at least we know he's in the forward bush. That one right there. Well, that was dumb. Oh, gosh. I don't want to pull 0 damage. I don't want to pull 0 damage. I don't want to pull 0 damage. Well, boys, our game is about to be not very, very big brain. I should have ran away. I should have ran away. I should have listened to my instincts. I knew right away my allies were going to be completely useless on D. So I'm like, let me try and spot at the mid for them at least so they can farm them out. That was a bad idea. This is why I hate having to be a spotter. Because it makes you do stupid stuff like that. I should never have even tried pulling forward. If I had listened to my instincts there, if I had just listened to my instincts and ran away immediately, I even mentioned it, I would have been fine. This is why you should always listen to your instincts, guys. It is much better than your brain. Anyways, my team's gonna lose this 100%, no doubt. They are just gonna die. So we can sit here and watch the big brain allies die. Our chieftain spawn sniping. Our CC at least tried to cap B, but he had no support from the heavies. 1-2-1 was pretty useless. Didn't spot anything or even support me at all that game. I guess the type is the only one that's trying to hold A, but yeah, I mean, this game's already over. This game is already long over. Poor Fatness. I know, this is so sad, but, you know, I really don't care. Bad games happen. Don't be afraid to run. I know. You know, that's the thing. I was like, I could just dip on the 1-2-1, get out of there, which my gut feeling was telling me was the safest play, but I tried to force myself to think of a way where I could still play in that area, and it actually ended up being worse for me in the long run. There's a light tank. And you know what? That 1-2-1 wasn't supporting me. I had absolutely no right trying to support him. But anyways, these guys should lose pretty soon. To cap, if nothing else. So I'll just wait for that to happen. Every team had double Ho-Rees. Not even a platoon. I don't know what's with the Ho-Re spam recently. Maybe people just want to farm Type 71s. But have you noticed, by the way, since it got rebalanced, we haven't seen like a single Type 71, which is kind of memes. All right. Oh, that dude was running a single shot? Boo. I actually could have maybe killed him if I'd managed to ricochet 1 shell. Oh no, he was running 2 shell, wasn't he? Or a 3 shot. Come on. You can do it, boys. Please kill him. I want the game to end. Why are you making it last so long? Our chieftain. Oh gosh. What is it with abysmally bad heavy tanks just making life so hard, man. Oh dear. Well, that was not a good game. Yeah, it feels bad, man. I still did better than our 1-2-1B. Hitman San 55 with the 42% win rate, 3k games, and already in a tier 10. And our Ho-Re somehow did 0. Well, I didn't participate much to our team that game, but the fact that I still did better than 2 allies that battle is kind of uncool. Bobby is next to me. What do you mean Bobby is next to you? Good job. Bobby is with me. All right. Yeah, let's not have a repeat of that game. This is so sad. Ugh. All right. Sheridan, Standard B. They have a few TDs again. What's with the TD spam? My gosh, I thought TDs were restricted to like 2 per team. Or is it 3? I thought there's a lot of TDs out and about today, which usually isn't very common considering they've been kind of unpopular for a while. Anyways, we are not spotted just yet. Let's put a quick shot into the Standard B and pull back. We are now spotted, thanks to the mechanic. We can fact check that, you could say. And let's pull back to a safer position. Sheridan being really aggressive down low. Interesting. Okay, so we know where the Sheridan is. We know where the Standard B is. And we also know that the enemy team has, like, no one on this side. So we can actually get ready to start pushing in over here and create a bit of a crossfire on these tank destroyers, which is my primary goal. I am unspotted, and I hopefully will maintain that. Continue to be unspotted. Let's put a quick shot to the 183. He did not manage to spot me. Unless, of course, the Standard B spots me, which I'll have to be careful of. He still has not spotted me, and he's just, you know, all out, just having a pretty bad day. And, yeah, the Standard B finishes him off. Cool stuff. All right. Standard B actually has pushed all the way into our spawn. These players are making some very peculiar plays, to say the least. It's aiming for this E4. If you manage to hit him, maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a 413 high roll there. I don't think we did. It's okay. E4 has spotted me now. Book another shot to him. Good stuff. And let's get ready to start pushing in onto the Sheridan here. We'll get up close and personal. What on earth is there an E3 doing there? Oh, gosh, dude, I swear, these players are beyond unpredictable. What on earth is there an E3 doing just in a ditch where there's no one? You've got to be kidding me, dude. That's actually a bruh moment. I was like, how did I lose so many hit points? Yeah, their E3 is sitting in a ditch. Quite literally. Just sitting in a ditch, doing nothing. Hehe, nice try, buddy. Alright, Mr. E3, it's time for you to make a play. Oh dear, bless this E3. Oh no. This turret traverse is not very good for a light tank. Now I'm looking into it. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. Well, it's not bad, but it's not as good as other lights. Unpredictable as the new meta. I know, dude. I was like, I thought the E3 was going to be with like the 57 or something. And there he is there. And the Sheridan just YOLO'd and died. So 2.7k, which was pretty much the top. I mean, our team was a lot better that kind. This time it was the enemy's team turned to be bad. I mean, we could try... What is this? We could try switching up to same control mode. See if that gives us any slightly different players in the matchmaking. Do you have a favorite tank? No, I think that Leo is always going to be my baby. So we will always have Leo as number one. Leo number one. TD's new meta is to comp now. LOL. I mean... Actually, that's worse. I was going to say that's acceptable. Because it's better than them sitting back and doing nothing all game. But then I realized, no, it makes them so much more unpredictable versus most TDs. You kind of get an idea what they're going to do. Like, I would presume in this situation, enemy team is probably going to have, you know, a 183 and a Yag in the back or a Yag Tiger. Maybe one of the TDs pushes up towards the hill or encounter cap. And that's about it. You know, that's all. That's, I assume, all that would happen. And the Leo made a mistake. If you're going to go for the hill, either full commit or don't poke. Don't poke there. That is a death trap. As Mr. Leo 1 has just found out, he made the uber big mistake of doing the big brain poke. And as you can see, he is no longer very healthy. I'm gonna wait for this Kron to get distracted a little bit here. Put a quick shot to the side of his turret. Nice little 330 there, even with the heat. You love to be able to do that. Kron hatches maybe, not quite. I mean, this map just sucks, man. This map just sucks. It sucks for any type of light vehicle. Like, these heavies could sit here all game trying to shoot at me. I mean, they don't have any shots. I'm too tiny. But I can't do anything either right now. I mean, I could push their encounter cap, but look at our VK-72. He's already losing so many hit points. These dudes, at least I know, aren't spotting me. Interesting. So that's where the 422 went. All right, let's get ready to start dealing with the 422 here. Oh yeah, that turret traverse speed really isn't that good. All right, one shot to this man's here. All right, see if we can put a second shot towards him. Not quite yet. We should be able to put one in soon. Another shot to our man's. Nice stuff. We might even be able to put a third shell into him. I'll just ignore the hill for now. This is why I like this position, though, because it allows you to really look at our 268 and Patton. They are just straight up YOLOing. I'm telling you, these players are insane in terms of their unpredictability. All right, we have this dude here. Sadly, he angled up just in time. Gonna pull down. Yeah, you side scrape there, buddy. Oh, yeah, good job. Keep side scraping. I believe in you. The big brain side scrape was not enough to save him of his untimely demise. Okay, so... it's a Yag Tiger. He spotted me, but at least I can put a shot to him. I'm not gonna get spotted crossing up in case they have like a TD back there. So let's just wait till we're unspotted. Lovely. Leo is who knows where, probably somewhere in the back is my assumption. They also still have a 183 somewhere back here, I would assume. There's the 183. All right, 183 has just fired. Quick shot to him. Good stuff. 183 is now beginning the process of pulling back. Interestingly, I might be able to get some shots on this Yag here in just a moment. Yeah, we might be able to just put a quick shot at him. That's cool. And we're getting proxied by these dudes from below. It's nice so we can see, when do we like exit their proxy range? Well, we probably already have. It just shows that they've still spotted me. All right, there's the 183. Let's wait for him to shoot again. 183 is just fired again. We're going to kill the Kron and the Leo and then push in. Alrighty. So here's the Leo. Let's kill the Kron first. Let's see what the 183 is up to. 183 can't quite shoot me just yet. Let's put a quick shot into this dude here. Nice. And we're going to push down low. That way if the 183 tries to YOLO me, he'll get punished from up top. Oh, 183 fired. Finally, we're having a pretty solid game in this tank. And now we can just go DPM crazy on this poor 183 here. And he might hit me. Wow, of course he rolls 1500. Sure. Sure, he gets the massive high roll. And he must be running rammer. He reloaded mega fast. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I got less farm. Didn't change the outcome of the game. I got like 1 or 2 less shots in. Yeah, feel us lovely one. Yes, sir. Okay, well, that was much better. 4,300 or so damage. About a second class, so probably need about 6k-ish or so to ace. About the 183 farm at almost 7k. Dude had a good game. RVK doing 2 shots there. Yeah, that's why we don't go in counter cap, boys. Ay, ay, ay. The 183 must have just had a max roll queued up, in which case I should have YOLO'd him sooner. But the only reason I was like confidently poking him there is like at that point it was practically impossible for us to lose. I mean, it was 3 versus 1 183 and he was like down to 500 HP, so I didn't mind making that risk. Probably a max roll. New Leo camo, nice. Prefer the Grillo though. Yeah, I forgot the Leo got a new camo, didn't it? What is it, like 6k gold, I think? It's not too bad. Welcome to Weekend Teams. Aha, yes. Hello, Mr. HE rear engine. Yeah, the turret traverse speed. I'll have to compare it with the other lights, but it really doesn't feel that good. Which is why I feel like I'm dunking some shots, is because I expect the turret to traverse just a little bit faster with like a lot of other lights, and I just anticipate the gun's gonna rotate around faster, and it's not the case. But it's not like the end of the world. I think that does kind of balance it. It's another balancing factor. But so far, this tank feels pretty good. I would say on release, the T100 LT before it was rebalanced was definitely still better because I had premium AP, better dispersion, and a lower profile / more troll armor. But it's still a very good light tank, and I think Wargaming have managed to make a tank that is unique compared to the other lights, but at the same time isn't completely busted, which is nice because most of the lights Wargaming like to release, they tend to be just a wee bit busted on release. You know, they tend to be a little bit spicy. Put a quick shot into the Sheridan here. Alrighty, so he switched me up and oh, enemy team. Look, see, look, dude, the 268! The 268 is quite literally, oops, misfired. Quite literally front lining on the heavy side. He's like the furthest tank up, just pushing it. Dude, I swear, these TDs have like, the TDs have evolved into a new breed of YOLO. Wow. Like, who pushes up into 268 like that, you know? I just don't understand. Oh, I don't have time to switch the AP, so I'll just shoot the heat. Oh, I did have time. I went to itch my eye, and that was just very poor timing. Alrighty. Quick shell towards the 75 here. He cannot quite spot me up. That's cool. We can load up a heat shell for him, and sadly, sadly, that was just really poor. Collectively, that's just a bunch of really poor timing for me there. All right, there's the 268. There's the Progetto. Progetto is thinking of pulling forward here. 268 spots me. Sag. Okay. We are temporarily unspotted. Let's take advantage of this moment to put a shell towards the Sheridan. I am getting just like ridiculously hardcore trolled by the gun right now, which is like cool, you know? Which is so cool. Put a quick shell towards this 60 TP at least. Sheridan manages to pick up a kill over here. And it's, yeah, I mean, my whole team is like literally dead. So that's cool. All right, I'll make the 60 TP at 2 shot at least. I still have a Conway over here. The Vickers is running back. See if we can do anything about this. We still have a Conway here, which is the good news. The not so good news is the enemy team still have like a 4005 and stuff. Okay, there's the Progetto. Ooh, maybe we can start dealing with this Progetto here. And our Vickers is already dead. Wow, that takes some true skill, honestly. Put a quick shell into this Progetto, make him a 2-shot at least. The Conway's not going to last long here, I think. That's going to be very problematic. Apparently, my gunner resides in the rear of my engine deck, by the way. If you did not know, that's where the gunner is on this vehicle, according to the damage I took there. I'm just going to farm HE on this 4005 here. And that's game over. Leo YOLO'd into heavy side, insta-died. Our 50B and E5 just sat in the open instead of pulling back into the ditch and going hull down. And yeah, I mean, that game was just over with. Oh boy, these teams are so bad. What are you gonna do with players like this? The Vickers did one shot and died, and he was third to die. Third to last. Our E5, our K9, I mean, our 50B did at least over a magazine of damage. No one else did anything there. I felt like there was really nothing I could do. I suppose what I could have done there was maybe push in towards the med side. But I was like, oh, I can intercept the enemy team. All our heavy tanks have to do is just pull into the ditch and survive. They just back up like 20 meters and they're safe. They have cover fire from me and the Conway. Everything's good. No, they just sat up there and died. And after that, there was nothing I could do about it. Is control mode off or something? I've been like flipping it back and forth, mostly just to try and mix up what players I'm getting, because I don't want to get the same players over and over again. Interesting. The enemy team have a platoon of T100 LTs. You don't see those very often anymore, but that's going to be quite annoying to deal with, because even with its nerf DPM, 2 T100 LTs will still be more than enough to team up on me and make my life pretty much hell. And automatically, I think A corner is kind of just a loss for us, because those 2 T100 LTs will probably go towards A or not. I think the M4 is about to pull up here. Put a quick shell towards the M4's hatch. We actually managed to hit that. Very nice. I'm going to pull back here. So there's an M4 there. The T100 LTs are slightly split, and it looks like no one else in the enemy team has really gone towards C. Interesting. I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of pull back and reconsider our options here, because right now there isn't like a whole lot for me to do. Once again, we're in one of those smaller, more heavy tank maps in a very light vehicle, in a very lightly armored light tank. Yeah, obviously lightly armored light tank, but you get my idea, right? In a light tank that is very delicate. And I just feel like there's nowhere for me to reliably push, especially with those 200 LTs just kind of floating around. Now, my best opportunity to do a push would likely be on this M4 here with the 57. But my concern is, like, the moment I commit to this side, what's going to happen is the T100 LT on the enemy team is just going to rotate back and start farming me out, right? You know, those dudes. Okay, I don't think he spotted me, at least. All right, so let's see if this M4 gets a little bit distracted here. He just fired, I think, so let's put another shell into him. Good stuff. The Foch is getting pretty aggressive now. Here's where we might be able to go DPM crazy. Foch fired once. Oh yeah, here's where we can actually take advantage of our DPM just slightly. Let's aim for a track shot, maybe, not quite. But me and the 57 might be able to kill this Foch. He has really bad reverse speed. Nice. Okay, so we managed to at least clear this side out. So I think I made the right choice in pushing this flank here, because I saw my Badger was just kind of YOLOing in. I'm like, okay, he's going to be a great diversion in a moment's time. And that actually worked out really well for us. 60 TP's over here in the mid. We know the 200 LTs are over here. I'm going to have to be a little bit cautious if I'm going to be playing this corner. Mostly because I don't have gun depression. So the moment I get spotted, we have problems. All right, let's put one quick shot into this 200 LT. Good stuff. And let's see. Can we spot anyone else around here? No, we cannot, but we can put another shell into this 200 LT. I think playing the long game has definitely paid off quite a bit for me here. I'm going to keep pulling on in towards the corner here. We're going to keep trying to crossfire these dudes out. So let's see. There's the 200 LT, 60 TP. Sadly, we hit the roof with the 60 TP there, so it was a ricochet. But we can still continue farming him out, hopefully. So another shot to the 60 TP here. 200 LT is a bit distracted for the time being. And the other 200 LT is shooting at me. But the E4 is now isolated, so that's good. Okay, well, he will push in behind this E4 soon. Hopefully our Badger should be just fine over there. I mean, it's a Badger. He shouldn't have any significant issues. E4 will be reloaded in a couple of seconds here. Aiming for a hatch shot. Can't quite do anything. There we go. Alright, there's the E4. Hatch shot. I don't want to overcommit and take a shot from him, because that's going to practically make me a one-shot to these dudes. But you know what? The E4 is trying to run away. Another shot to the E4 here. E4 seems to be a bit lost in Narnia. We'll take advantage of this to HE farm him. Maybe aiming for a track shot here in a moment's time. Not quite able to hit a track shot, but at least we do manage to put another shell to him. Alright, now it's just the T100 and the E4 versus me, a 60 TP and a 57. We don't have a whole lot of HP left. Now I can push in towards this E4 here. Okay, the 200 LT completely forsaken the E4. I'm just gonna YOLO it and hope to the RNG that we are safe. And we are. We have the traverse speed track shot. Nice. See, this was a much better game, but this is the type of gameplay you're gonna want to prioritize in this tank. Really avoid those heavy engagements and just try and find the best area to farm, because that's all this tank really can do is farm. And it does it actually pretty well. And also the gun works pretty darn well too. So that's a plus. Yeah, it's like about 5K, probably a first class. That's much better. That is much better. That is the type of game that I actually like in this vehicle. Almost an ace, 5,000 damage. I'm curious. Now, I kind of want to make just a brief comparison to the other tier 10 lights, actually. Just so we can see. Oops, we need the tier 10 lights. The view range. Now, obviously, the Sheridan has the best view range out of the lights, right? 325. Probably with the wrong equipment. The 200 LT gets 274. The Vickers, I think, gets about 300. 302. This tank gets 302. Actually, wow, interesting. This tank actually has better... Wait, let me check the equipment. Oh, actually, no. It has the same view range as a T100 LT. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. And Sheridan... Yeah, Sheridan's the one that's goated. Okay, that's cool. I was just curious about view range, because I saw in chat, like, earlier, someone said it had bad view range. I'm like, no, it doesn't. No, its view range is actually quite good. Probably chilling right now. Yeah, she's chilling under the bed. I could bait her with her toy, and that would make her come out. Maybe later. Yo. All right. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit more familiar with this tank and its playstyle. It's getting a little more comfortable on me. I'm having to break in and learn this vehicle. It really is. I really do need to take a similar approach to this that I took back when I was like sweating in my T100 LT. I think that's probably the best approach I'll get. Just that mobile farm approach. Although the T100 LT, you could get away with crazy brawls back in the day. I don't think this tank probably works so well for brawling. So maybe more of a Leo 1 approach will be better. Okay. I'm worried about getting nuked again in this bush. You know, it's happened before. So I'll take a blind shot. All right. So on the plus side, no TDs there, at least not in that section of the bush. On the not so bright side of things, there's a Sheridan behind us. And the Sheridan, as we know, has the highest view range of the tier 10 lights. So let's try and get out of here before we get spotted up by him and woo, and nuked by everyone. Speaking of getting nuked by everyone, R57 done suicided already. That's pretty cool. Let's put a shelter system. He spotted me before I fired? Or was it after I fired? I honestly didn't think the E15 would be enough to spawn me there, but I haven't really checked the camo values on this tank. The 268 is AFK, so meanwhile the enemy teams are getting the Ultra Giga Chad TDs that YOLO... That's a rock. That's a rock. That are YOLOing on like crazy. My TDs are AFK. Show is the way of life. Show is the way of life. Okay. I'm just gonna get out of there. That's a death trap waiting to happen. That corner of the map. It's definitely not worth getting invested over there when you can rotate out and try and find new angles of approach. So, enemy team... U100 E50M Sheridan. That's the 268 version 4. We know the 4005 is back here somewhere. Our YAG and our 268 are both over here. Just trying to pay attention to what their vehicles are doing. Okay, this dude hasn't spotted me yet. I'll take a quick shot into him. I need to help our YAG and TBP out. Also, I think that's where low-key the easiest farm will be in the long run. Oh, we hit those! Dude, I'm telling you, this gun low-key kind of slaps. Like, low-key, it kind of slaps. In terms of just being able to hit shots that it totally shouldn't. Alright, let's think about this. Let's think about this, boys. Boys. Let's think about this. So, E100's pushing in. If I'm honest with you, TVP is the one that I should be focusing right now. He's the one that can just YOLO me and make my life hell. So, we are going to focus the TVP, put one quick shell into him. If he wants to YOLO into me, be my guest, buddy. Ugh, that was bad aiming on my part. Also, let's get away from this V4 here. The enemy team are now pushing in way too aggressively. This is what I was hoping they would do, which is why I went to this flank here. Well, let's focus at the Sheridan first. All right, E100's not really paying attention. The Sheridan definitely needs to die. And let's just kind of push him into the Yag here so he can't run away quite as quickly. I'm not going to block our Yag. Save the Yag! Yes, we managed to save the Yag. Mission accomplished. Alright. Nice. About 2k damage dealt. I wish I could have farmed more there. To be honest, that was a pretty prime farming situation, and I somehow managed to not farm, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, let's put a quick shot to this E4. He can't even spot me from there. That's good to know. Alright. There's the 40F5 up top. General Legend. Oh, yes. Quite the legendary player, if I say so myself. Alright, there's the V4. Come on, pull back, buddy. Pull back just a itty bitty bit more. Just a little bit. Got it. Just a little bit. Honestly, what I could do, I'd love to focus the V4. We have about 3 minutes left before this game is over. We don't actually have a lot of HP. Let's kill the E4. It's actually more important that we kill the E4 because that frees up the entire top half of the map. So as long as our 4202 stays alive for as long as possible, and well, unfortunately, he done got himself killed for no reason, because our TDs are, well, our E4 is healthy, the other one isn't. Right, that's gonna maybe be an issue. So let's see. E4 is kind of pre-aiming for me, but he also cannot quite spot me, which is cool. Okay. I have a big brain approach into killing this man's. There we go. We'll take the safe route in. Now we take the safe route in. We can... Oh my gosh. Of course the 4005 is YOLOing in. Oh, he done fluffed his first shot. Oh. He's overextending. He's overextending just a little bit. Oh, we get the ricochet with the side hug. Another ricochet, baby. He's too short. He's too short. Okay. One more shot. There we go. Please no HEB. Please no HEB. Okay. So we almost still got ourselves killed here. We will die in the end. That is a given. Firstly, the V4 is YOLOing into me. And secondly, my engine deck is out, so I really can't run away anymore. All three of their TDs YOLO'd for me. And these Pepega Piggies are still in Narnia. Come on. Of course the 4005 is YOLOing there. I just chose the wrong time to push on that E4. And honestly, if my engine deck wasn't damaged, I would have been fine. I could have actually escaped that very easily. But the moment my engine got damaged, it was this game over. Yeah, I mean, I don't see our E3 winning this at all. That was just very unfortunate timing there. That of course the 4005 pushed up right at the moment. It would have been fine if my engine wasn't damaged. That's one thing I really dislike about these Chinese light tanks is they are like, they get their modules ultra damaged. But the face hug worked pretty well against the 4005. Sadly, he was able to hit one shell into my hatch when I was like paused to drive backwards for a moment. If I hadn't taken that shot, maybe we would have been able to pull it off. But honestly, without the repair kits, it wasn't likely. This is so sad. I don't know why our E3 spent so much of that game in the back of spawn. After that E100 and those dudes were cleared out, he should have pushed up with our team. And also, our 422 should have stayed alive. He shouldn't have just YOLO'd in and died there for no reason. It was a bit different in my state because I was trying to actually clear an entire side to give our team an opportunity. But, yeah, that 422 kind of just threw think away there. And, well, this day was AFK. Jose Alberto over here kind of did an oopsie and YOLO'd. It happens. You know, but honestly, it's why it's not a really good idea. Just commit to that push before you know what the enemy team is doing. No, bro, not another XXX. But I play it front line and brawl. Yeah, you can totally pull that off. Masters and business analyst sounds good to me. Oh gosh, I don't think I'm going for the masters just yet. I could maybe one day. I'll take the BA. They changed HE. All right. Let's see. All tier 10 matchup. ME team only have a bash shot the on. Okay, that's cool. We're doing pretty good. I think we'll be doing pretty good on this side is what I meant to say. There's the bad shot Theon, and we might take one from the 5A because that's a snapshot god. And wow, the bad shot Theon is getting quite aggressive here. We do manage to put a shell into him though. Let's see, we might even be able to bait him out. Another shell into the bad shot Theon here. I don't know what this dude is doing. I don't think I've ever seen bad shot Theons play this aggressively. Yeah, how's that going for you, buddy? Is it going well? Hey, we bounced the 5A even. Nice. Bad shot's dead. Okay. So, let's just avoid the corner brawl, because that's not really going to get us anywhere. So, let's just run away from this and see what we can farm elsewhere. Now, let's watch out for the 4005. It seems like 4005s have their heart set on YOLOing me today, so I don't really want to risk getting yoinked by one, and that's why we should be careful on being over-aggressive on this flank. Okay. You know what? We spotted the Super Conqueror. Spotted the Super Conqueror. Hopefully the 5A can help me out here. So I really want to pull forward if I don't have to. I'm worried about snipers there, mostly. Yes, 113. Show him who's the boss, 113. Alright, this dude's on reload for about 2 more seconds once I pull around this corner. Well, you know what? Let's just push on this dude, maybe. Ugh. It's not fast enough with these heavy tanks having so much traverse speed. Okay, the 113's full sending it in now. This dude decides to just keep prioritizing me, probably. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Turn your side to the GigaChad 113. There we go. And we managed to clear him out. That's why I wanted to be a little careful on overextending on this flank at first, because I didn't want to, you know, just to get straight up YOLO'd by someone and die for it. And that went pretty well. Looks like the VK is going to be the next farmable vehicle for me here, and oh my goodness, that 183 was just waiting to YOLO me there. Luckily, that was not the case. Okay, we're going to have to run away from the VK and kill the 183 at the same time. Let's put another shell into this 183 here. We should hopefully have him on traverse speed. Nice. And that just leaves the VK. We can YOLO for him as well. Good stuff. Alright, Mr. VK, the time has come to die. I'm lucky that 183 didn't yoink me. I didn't think he'd be like sitting there waiting for me though. That kind of caught me off guard. All right, let's try and avoid the HE in case he's thinking of it. see, Super Conqueror, this is what you do. You focus on trying to ricochet the tank you can ricochet rather than focusing on a light tank. A light tank that's you probably won't be able to even kill. Oh, the 113 pens those. No, my farm. Oh, I still got about 4K. I'll take it. The player with the longest skill. That's why not many team games. You are dependent on them. Eh? What do you mean? Oh! You mean like games in general, like other publications? That's probably not the right word. Other games, not like games in battles. I see. Yo, fans, can you? No. I'm probably not a good tutor. It has to be a change of heart. I'm currently on the 132A, and I like it so far. They all seem balanced to me. Yeah, they all do feel balanced. Even the tier 10 feels quite balanced. Also, 200 likes. Thank you very much, guys. Do appreciate it. I'm just doing Object 84 at the moment. Thought I'd try a few lights. Dude, Object 84 actually is still such a good tank. Dude, the armor on the Object 84 is what makes it goated, dude. It is so troll. Also, let's be careful. I mean, they could yoink a TVP, T22 and stuff over into Seaside, in which case we got to get the heck out of here. But at the same time, because my tank is like literally useless in the middle. It's quite literally useless in the middle. There's like nothing it can do in the middle. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh boy, I don't want to get continually spotted by this dude. All right, we're gonna have to dip out of here. Hope I don't get nuked, guys. Okay, there's the TVP at least, and there's the Vickers as well. Okay, and there's the 4005. I can't really do anything about the T22. Once again, like that tank just has so much armor. I don't. There's nothing I can do about him. Well, I can put a shell into this man's at least. All right, the Vickers is also a bit overextendo up here. Tried to shoot between the rails, but that's a pretty difficult shot. The best of days. Anyways. I'm just going to continue to stay in a position where hopefully I can stay unspotted. There's the 4005. Minotauro's going to need some SOS help soon. And I think I'm going to try and be the perpetrator of that help. Ooh, what? Oh, hello, it's a VK. Quick shot to you, good sir. And time to help our Minotauro. So the 4005's turret is so fat, we might be able to get some shells onto him. Good stuff. First shell into the 4005 here. Second shell into the 4005 here. He's clearly not running a spall liner, which is good for me. Let's see if this TI2 pulls forward at all. He hasn't quite done that yet. He's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it. Another shell into the TI2 here. Good stuff. We'll just continue to casually farm out. I don't know if he has a shell on me. Well, he certainly does. I thought he wouldn't have enough gun depression. Mistakes were made. As for assistance, my one ally appears to have vanished to some extent. But it's okay, because I still have him kind of supporting, and that's what matters most right now. Alright, VK's on B-cap. Alright, let's aim a heat shell in for his... Oh, no, that's the rear of his tank. Gosh, I got confused by the profile. It looked like he was looking towards us. That was not very big brain of me. I actually hit my control a moment before I fired there. That was not very smart. Another shell to our mans here. Just a 4005. TI2 tries to shoot at me. Put another track shell to him. And if he does have a repair kit, he's dead here. And he doesn't. He's dead. Oh, but so am I. I didn't think the 45 was going to YOLO. No. I was going to say the 50B should have had a kill shot on him. What? Ah. Rip farm. But on the plus side, we are going to very likely win this battle with ease. I mean, this Vickers is way overextended. You got him 50B. Good stuff. Get that kill. Get it, queen. There we go. Oh, and the panda suicided. So it's still GG. It's still GG. We still got the dub. We still did about 4K. I did okay on that side. Honestly, should have taken that one shell from the TI2 earlier. That was a bad idea. I should have just pulled back and found the VK or gone and killed the 4005. That would have been more productive in terms of long-term farming objectives. Watch our 50B get racked here. 50B. Don't even try. He tried, and he did. He hit it. He hit it. I was worried. I was worried for a second, but you know what? Good for you. You actually hit it. Theoretically, he's not going to get one-tapped by the 183 here, so he should win. Watch him. Bro, you have almost 2k HP. The max damage the 183 is going to do to you is 1625, and the 50B does not have ammo rack issues, so you can do it. He's rushing. He's rushing. There's no need to rush. Take your time. I mean, he's gonna bounce it. Okay, he actually managed to hit it. Good for him. Oh yeah, Fatty, have you seen The Eminence in Shadow? Haha. Curious. Don't get me started on Peak. Of course I have, Curious. It was like my favorite from 2021 to 2020. No, sorry, 2022 to 2023. It was a 20 episode run, so yes, Curious. It is straight up goated. That was just my every Thursday when I got home from school. That's what I would watch to just have fun. It was a fun show. Was it peak storytelling? Was it peak character development? Definitely not, but it was fun. I rate it a solid 9 out of 10. WoTFatness, I'm a big fan of your channel. I've always wondered which device you use to share screen and also charge it at the same time. Right, so I actually have 2 devices for that. Thank you for being a money-making algorithm. Thank you for being a fan of the channel, by the way. Elgato capture card. I use the 4K 60, which is actually inserted into my PC. That is what I use for screen capturing. Then I have an HDMI cable that connects to my iPad. And you have to use I think it's the ADV something adapter from Apple, which allows you to both share HDMI connection and charge at the same time, which that cable's pretty, it's actually Apple overcharges for it, but Apple does produce the best working one in my opinion. At least it has the least issues. So yeah, that's how I do it. So you require a couple devices and a few cables, but in the end, it does a pretty good job, I would say. Yeah, anyways, I was gonna say no one's spotted yet, but a wild fosh gets spotted in Narnia. Let's pull back. Let's pull back before we get yoinkered by the leopard. I tried to hit the Leo, but that was a mistake. What did he even hit? What? That's like such an angled portion. I guess actually it's just on the inside where it's flat. I was gonna say that's such an angled part of the turret. I should have ricocheted that, but looking back on it, actually no. I see why I was pinned there. All right, so it looks like our VK90 is full sending it. He's just an absolute. He's an absolute beast, you know, just absolutely sending it like an insane madman. The Foch is gonna go down here soon. The IS-7's over here. The E100's also over here. It looks like the Sheridan and grill behind us. His Royal Salad. Bro. What is that username? Are you insinuating that I need to eat more salads, brother? Is this a suggestion? Do I need to lose weight? This is a bit of a risk. This is no, this risk is too great. The risk is too great. I don't have any support. I was gonna say, I don't have any support if the Leo, Sheridan, and Grill all collectively decide, let's push in on this lonely WZ-132. And then, yeah, that's when my life becomes pretty unpleasant. So let's hold a slightly more secure position for now. Okay, there's the Hurry. There's the Sheridan. At least we know where the Sheridan is. I need to clear our rear first. Where'd the Grill go? There's the Leo. I need to do something. If I take too long here, it's just going to end up where my allies just insta-die. So let's take the long route so we don't get proxied by the... Never mind. Leo is not a problem. Leo is definitely not a problem. Leo is dead. Wow. He got Jaeger'd on. He got Jaeger'd on. Hardcore. Oh my gosh. Of course. Oh, yes! Yes, we get the insanely lucky ricochet from the E100 there. Let's go. Another heat shell into his lower plate here. You know what? Let's not risk taking a shell from him. I know I probably could have out-reloaded him there, but I'm not going to risk it. He could be running rammer. I didn't think the order was going to be looking this way, but there you have it. In terms of farm, we are not doing well, guys. We are not doing very well in terms of farm. The light's already dead. All that's left is a Chad IS-7, who's slowly losing HP here, along with the Grill. Let's kill the Grill first. We'll farm out the IS-7 next. All right, back at the turret. Fuel tanks, baby. Not quite. IS-7's braining on the Jaegeroo. He's braining on him. Braining on him. Engine deck. We are definitely not getting our 3K out here, boys. But we'll get like 2.6, 2.7. The last name I want to see is HisRoyal. Please do not. It's peak background character. Yes. Embrace the mob character. Okay. Well, that was okay. That was okay. I feel like I could have been so much more active there and found up a lot of damage, but I'm too much of a pansy to want to commit to a flank by myself because I feel like I just get YOLO'd so often. I'm perpetually afraid. I saw HisRoyalFatness earlier. I've seen that one before. Just call him HisRoyalFitness instead. He's in prime shape. Ayo, how do you know that? There are a lot of pairs of his name in the game. Yeah, there are a whole lot. And we're gonna refuse to refund me, Sag. Thanks a lot, man. You're the goat of the game. Thank you, making algorithm. I do appreciate it. Okay, Sheridan, AMX-30B. Oh, we have an AMX-30B connoisseur. A very cultured individual. That's what's. Those are the type of people that play the AMX-30B. All right. So AMX-30B has done spotted me. Interesting. Ooh, even more interesting. The 57 is spotted being pretty aggressive towards town. Can't quite hit him yet. I think what we can do here is actually get ready to start. Wow, okay. So the 200 LT is just chilling there. What is this? Okay, you are not cultured. You are the opposite of cultured. You are a Pepega piggy. You are the epitome of a Pepega piggy. What is with this YOLO, buddy? What is this YOLO and tunnel by this dude? Look at this man. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. What was that YOLO? I thought SFB were like at least 50%ers. That was straight up 42% level YOLOs, man. 200 LT. You gotta do something quick here, buddy. You are definitely not surviving this engagement here. Of course he kills my driver too. All right, we're gonna get up close and personal. Object, I'm gonna need you to kill him because I might not have the DPM. Okay, I barely had the DPM. Okay, so we did okay there. Lost a lot of HP thanks to that 30B's YOLO. I thought he was a cultured individual. A cultured enjoyer of the 30B. Nah, he was just a suicide YOLOer. Moving on. I think that's the grill up top. Is that the TI-5 over there? I'll let the 140 spot up the grill. He has pretty good view range. Because my driver's dead, I can't really afford to get spotted because I won't be able to back out. Oh, okay. Never mind. Really doesn't matter. I'm spotted anyways. There we go. Quick shot to the grill here. Grill goes down. Rip farm. But at least we won. Goofy. 33 brain error 404 stop working. Oh, he's a 57% with 28,000 games. I don't understand. What was the mission? Someone tell me. What was the mission? What was the mission? When was the last time you played Mad Games? Oh, it's been a while. I didn't play it last time it was out, I think. So, sometime, I think maybe like autumn. Sometime in autumn. Hello, Shocky Poo. How's it going? Alright, M48 pattern. Our first Type 71 of the day. Vickers Light, Leo 1. Now, I have a decent TVP, a sim platoon. Yeah, TVP platoon on my team. I mean, this game we should do really well in the dunes. I'm gonna just do a little spotting run here. Okay, there's the Leo. We do actually manage to get a ricochet here, at least. That's the good news. All right, there's the Patton. Just put a quick shell towards his hatch and pull back. Good stuff. Luckily, this gun is pretty decent at hatch sniping. All right, Mr. Patton's pulling forward. Sadly, unable to hit that second hatch shot in on him. And we won't be able to hit a third shell. And it looks like we have ourselves a Wild Leo 1. Now, let's watch out for that 183. Okay, Type 71's headed into this corner. Our TVP should be okay, but yeah, this is not a fun fight for me. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I should be unspotted now. 183, please do not poke into me. You'll get me spotted, buddy. And honestly, obviously, that's not very big brain. I assume this Leo can spot me. Or not quite, but he does now. Nice. Alright, I just wanted to get out of here. This corner was not going to be a very big brain engagement for me. Let's wait for our camouflage to reset. The heavy tanks will not be able to spot me. And we'll rotate out just a little bit. Start getting some crossfire in. I hear a fire truck. Alright, let's see. Well, I really can't pin anyone. That's cool. Well, we can put a heat shell in there. Okay, let's get ready to start crossfiring these fools out. So, key number 1. Use the bushes to your advantage. And I still can't even pin the IS-7. This is so sad. I can't even bet him. Yes, even with heat. There we go. First heat shell in. I just need side shots. There we go. Hopefully, as long as the accuracy is good enough, I'll be fine here. Well, this is the IS-7 moment. This is a thoroughbred IS-7 moment here. There we go. Another shell into our mans. But this is why I went onto the outside. I want to be able to get that crossfire going. And it worked pretty well. What? Their whole team's dead. Okay, like, it didn't just work well. Their whole team is dead before I could even farm. So maybe I should have just YOLO'd after all. I don't know. I thought for sure an IS-7, Super Conqueror, and Type 71 in a hull-down map would last quite a long time. But it turns out they did the opposite. They died uber fast. All right, I don't think the Super Conqueror is going to look at me. I mean, he really can't. Put another shell into him. We're still farming up. Okay. Hopefully, before the game's over, we can get around 3k out. All right, let's YOLO 183. We need our damage, boys. Watch me get ammo-wrecked. Watch me call it. We get ammo-wrecked. We're going to done get goofed down by the 183, okay, boys? Wow. 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 All right, side hug. Whee! Whee! You can't do anything to me. Oh, he's dead. Well, we got about 3k. I'll take it. About to go shopping. Have fun. Curious. Yeah, but don't play this game. I max everything at this point. Being like in every EU clan, I see big red shock. We did okay. 3k. 3k is good enough. Skill issue. Hey, Shocky. I don't want to hear it, dog. You know why? I don't want to hear it from you. Plus players last order. Oh, fast, really big fan. Oh, Cookie Master, thank you. Well, working dunes with 5 degrees of gun depression isn't very fun. I can relate. Yep, that's why I just try to avoid those dunes engagements, you know? Just go for what works in this tank and you'll usually have a pretty good time. Because it does have a really good gun, in my opinion. And it does have really good mobility. Everything else about it is okay. I guess, yeah, the spotting mechanism is kind of cool. I guess me and the TVPs are going to brawl it out in the corner. The only issue is they have a type, a 62A, STB, if they go corner, they're probably gonna win it. Okay, at least we know where we know where some of them are, and it's not in the corner. That's the good news. Tell me the bad news now. Who else is headed this way? All right, let's just use a little bit of spotting. So far, no one's been spotted. That's good to know. It looks like the enemy team is very aggressively pushing in towards A. I'm just trying to take it easy till I figure out what their team is doing, you know? Alright, they still have a Jaegeru. I would presume the Jaegeru is going to be back here. Also, we have a potential crossfire in this type, but I think he's turning around to face our TVP. Let's put a blind shell into him. Nice. Okay. So STB's dead. That's really good. Enemy team stuck at A. That's not so good for them, but it's good for me. I think the main issue is this Jaeger can just spot me up from wherever I am. The good news is maybe I can get some weird crossfire from here without having to overextend, but it's just my luck that the grill is YOLOing back into their spawn at this very moment, man. I would have been fine. Oh, what? There's no way he has the gun depression there. Bruh. I didn't think the girl's got the gun depression, but he also caught us on fire. It's okay. He lost like 90% of his HP in that short, brief moment, and I still have a decent amount of HP to use. Well, the grill did get dunked on for rotating back, but I don't see us progressing on this flank very much at all now, especially with the Yag just big chilling there and the 62-way haul down where no one's really able to shoot at him. So let's get ready to start pulling back from here. There's the 4005. I don't really have any shots on him. I'm just going to pull back ever so slightly, see if we can get some crossfires out on any of these fools. All right. Don't quite have any crossfires yet. Might be able to put a shell into this Yag. We'll need heat to pen his lower plate from here. Sadly, the shot does not even hit. And we're now spotted by the Bachation. Not good. Not good. Oh, our TVPs. Wait, these are the same TVPs as earlier? Yeah. I was gonna say our TVPs are just kind of big chilling over here. Looks like our 4202 is is done pushing on this dude a little bit here. Here's the Bachation. TVP blocks my first shot. Good news is the Batchat does get absolutely hammered for that though. Ay. If the TVP hadn't blocked my shot, that dude would have been almost dead, which would have been really clutch. Okay. Oh, there's the Jaegeru. Let's see if we can track him real quick. Just track him in place for now. Aim a heat shell in for this dude's turret, and we lose one of our TVPs to the 62A. And we're about to lose our second TVP here. Well, this game is looking a whole lot more sus now. Alright, another shell towards this dude, and let's just run away from him. But honestly, I don't think this game's going to end very well for us, guys. The enemy team have so much gap as well. Yes, 4202. Do push. Honestly, my best bet would be capping A back. But the issue is trying to get there. You know what? You can't win without taking risks. You can't win without taking a risk or two. Let's take a risk. I tried. Our full HP spawn sniping E100, who could have done anything this battle to retake A, push through mid, anything, is finally moving out, but it's going to be too late. I don't think they'll have the cap. We're going to lose our 1A3 here. Our Yag does not have enough HP to do anything. Yeah, it's game over. Bruh! Why E100? You had full hit points, and you chose to spawn snipe all game. And you spent 5,000 gold on a camouflage so you could spawn snipe. I see how it is. Ay. Honestly, I shouldn't have pushed so aggressively into the enemy spawn. I thought since I had the double TVPs with me, we'd be big chillin', but the double TVPs kind of just got stuck there. Honestly, could have just rotated out, but there wasn't really a whole lot of options for me there. What really just kind of like messed up my game was that grill YOLOing back into their spawn and spotting me. Otherwise, I think we would have been fine there. But the issue is, yeah, I mean, our E100 kind of did nothing, and he was like our only heavy tank that game. And the enemy team had a Type 31 just yodeling around like crazy, preventing me from taking
Tank
A side
seems
of the map.
incredibly mid and extremely situational. Compare it to the Leopard on stats, it's worse in every way apart from camo on move.
Thanks for donation, Doodles, by the way. I don't think it's bad. I didn't say it's mid. I'd say it's pretty solid. You know, it's not OP, and it's a light tank, so that's kind of what you would expect. But if you were to like compare it to other light tanks in the same class, like the T100 LT, you can see it's actually still quite competitive in that respect, right? It has the DPM, it has the ability to get unspotted faster and immediately spot up enemy opponents, and you know, its armor is, at least on the turret, fairly troll at times. The hull is definitely way worse than T100 LT, I will admit, and the mobility is about the same as the T100 LT. So I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's actually like extremely mid. I would say it's pretty good, but it's definitely not broken, which is fine by me. I don't think we're gonna have to do anything else to this tank. It's perfectly fine and dandy as is. I think my biggest complaint with this vehicle over something like a T100 LT is, yeah, it doesn't get premium AP. And we all know just how incredibly goated premium AP can be. All right. So far, let's take it easy. Enemies' heavies are here. Yes, their lights have not been spotted yet. Okay, there's the Sheridan. I'm just going to flank around, see if I can create a bit of an angle to start dealing with other tanks here. Like this wild 60 TP who's pulling over up top here and can't even pen him. This bad man. So there's the 60 TP. Can't quite hit those. I'd love to push on this flank. I just need to make sure real quickly that I'm not going to get pushed on by other tanks here. Let's track this dude in place. Looks like he's really ambitious on pushing forward here. Okay. That's not going to work very well. Oh my goodness. Boys, I think we done messed up a little bit here. Where did the VK-72 come from, buddies? Buddies, where did the wild VK-72 come from? All right, let's avoid the WZ. Very nice. Avoid the VK. Keep running. Keep running. Bro. Okay. I see. This is why you got to be really careful before committing to a flank. It may look empty, and then boom, all of a sudden, the WZ and VK pop up out of nowhere. Which means my team should absolutely be spanking this side, and yet they're not. I mean, our 50B, I see him happily suiciding over here, but apparently that ain't enough. All right, I'll suicide for y'all, okay? Take advantage of my sacrifice, men. Take advantage of my sacrifice. Oh, wow. That was a really bad shot by me. Should have aimed that one in better. Okay. All right, here's the 60 TP. Let's put a quick shot into this man's here. 704 should go down pretty shortly, and then I can push it on the IS-4 when the time is right. Really? Is that the 60 TP or the Sheridan that shot at me there? Oh, maybe it was the Sheridan. I was gonna say, there's no way the 60 TP was looking at me there. There we go. Quick shot into this man's. Now we have a wild Sheridan and 60 TP. Sadly, can't quite shoot the Sheridan here. Oh, almost. I can almost shoot him. The problem is almost ain't good enough, boys. We need to kill this man's here and now. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna have to deal with the Leo now. Stay tracked a little longer. Stay tracked a little longer. Alright, we're gonna have to eat across the 60 TP here. Oh, I barely touched his tank! What do you mean that killed me? I barely, like, scraped the side of it. That's dumb. That is so dumb. I actually could have farmed a lot more damage there. I don't think I would have won that. Gosh, all that work for only 3,500 damage. Once again, heavy tank doing bottom damage, heavy tank doing bottom damage, our 57 doing 4 shots basically. And yeah, I mean, when your heavy tanks are just bad, it's hard to win. I don't know how you do 2 shots in the IS-4. It's such a strong vehicle. The HPRSN is also like 230, make it by far the worst pen in the tier 10. But I mean, realistically, you're not going to be spending a whole lot of time sitting in front of vehicles shooting at them frontally. At least that's my take on this tank. I mean, back when I was playing the T100 LT, like it was brawly at times and stuff like that, but primarily what you were doing was just going and farming from like every conceivable side angle that you could on the enemy team. Also, this is not very good. Double TVPs and a Type 71, a Kron, M4, a Yag. This is just not very good matchup for me. I really can't do much this game. In terms of just like vehicles that I could bully, not very easily. The enemy team also having a platoon of TVPs is going to be very problematic here. Let's see. Well. There's the Krons. Put a quick shot into this man's. Solid 340 to begin the game off with. Put another shell into him. 363. The Alpha and DPM combo is pretty spicy, I will admit. Another shell into him. 408. TVP's pushing on that flank. Kron's almost dead though, so that's good. All right, is there someone over here? No, not yet. TVPs are pushing in. Get ready to start dealing with them. One shell into him. 413. All right, there's our 183. I think our 183 is done messed up a little bit here. All right, put another shell into this TVP here. Oh, that TVP done messed up. He's about to get slapped. He got slapped. He got absolutely slapped. That was probably the most important thing that could have come out of that engagement. Because now I'm free to push on the other TVP here, who's definitely running away, I'm sure. But now we can take control of this flank here. All right, where are you at, buddy? I really don't want to take 1200 from this TVP, but I think killing him is going to be super important. So I might just have to be forced to YOLO him. Oh, wow, he escaped quickly. Okay, so TVP's out of this fight. Ooh. Well, don't mind if I do, kind sir. Let me put a quick shell towards you. No. Accuracy said, nope, you shall not hit. Okay, this one should hit, though. Nice. Another shell into this man's. We'll just kind of keep casually farming out this corner here. All right, good. So the Yag pushed up, the 57 pushed up, the TVP's in the back. The allies are kind of holding in their spawn. That's all they can do right now. We're going to push into this bush here. And ever so delicately spot forward. Okay. Now the enemy team don't really have any tanks they could just YOLO into me just yet. There's the TVP. Is he on the outside or the inside? I'm trying to see where his location is. Nice, he's not paying attention. Let's load up a high explosive shell. Boom. HE 400 into him there. Load up another one for this M4. Boom. Another shell into him. Load up one for the 57 maybe. Not quite able to hit that. I see. Now, I don't want to get pushed on by the 57 and the TVP here. That'd be really bad for me. But we are slowly kind of accumulating a decent amount of farm here. Let's wait till we're unspotted. TVP's probably pre-aiming on my right side, I would assume. Oh, that turret traverse speed is so bad. Alright, 57's dead. Also, I feel like my turret got froze there for a moment. Oh, he went for the full reload. He didn't think I was going to push in on him, did he? You didn't think I was going to push in on you, did you, buddy? Oh my gosh, what is this? Well, that's actually not good. Bro! Oh, that's where 5 degrees of gun depression absolutely screwed me over this game. Well, I threw that. That was just my throw on the engagement there. Oh my gosh, man. That 5 degrees of gun depression screwing those shots over. I was trying to track them in place, but... Oh, the enemy team still had like a full HP type. That game wasn't looking too juicy anyways. Yeah. Oh, that was a bro moment. I threw that so hard. Very, very unfortunate. I had like 2 shots on that TVP, just not pen. I even knew he was going to push in behind me too. And once again, biggest complaint with this vehicle. You get caught on fire. It's so dumb how often this tank gets caught on fire. I think it probably has the worst fuel tanks of any tier 10 tank I've played. You don't even have to show them the rear. Just like the worst part is it's right along the front. This is so sad. Should have won that. I mean, firstly, I don't really know how my team... Oh, wow. Middleberg looks different. I think it plays the same, though. I don't really know how my allies did so atrociously on the heavy tank side. Like, they should have been fine. We, like, almost instantly killed one of their vehicles, and yet they still managed to just get slapped, even with me farming on the sides and everything. Like, should have been a pretty easy win, but turned out it had to be way too clutch, and unfortunately that wasn't enough. Who's capping C? Oh, wow. Hi, Leo. Oh, well. Hi, Type 71. Please don't be a rat. He is definitely a rat, because he's a Rat 71, and that's just what Rat 71s do. Although they're not so rat now. I could probably even flank him. The 50B's pushing in, so I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. If my gun depression lets me. There we go. Nice. Yeah, we should be able to clutch up here. I'll pick up a kill on this dude. Nice. Bash out the on's making a bit of a break for it. Type 71 is up here. Put a quick shot to our mans and pull back. We're just going to artificially create some gun depression here. Or not necessary. We'll just keep firing the Type. Okay, Type just fired. Just put another shell into this bash out the... Okay, bash out the on's dead. Type's in the open. And, bro, I swear there's some, like, weird delay. Okay. Alright, let's see if the Type 71's actually more balanced or not. Alright, that's all their tank spotted, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, let's see if I can COD this dude.
Never play WoT bot, get rid of Bobby.
There we go. Oh! Boys! The Rat 71 has been rebalanced! Boys, it has been rebalanced. Look, he can't even, like, out-traverse me here. Oh, that is satisfying. Never play WoT B. Get rid of Bobby. What? I mean, thanks for the donation, but also that makes, like, no sense. Okay. Do you know how satisfying it is to dunk on Rat 71s, by the way, guys? It is beyond satisfying. Being able to just big chill and dunk on a Rat 71. And watch as he struggles to keep his turret on you because he can't traverse like a mad lad anymore. Ah, the satisfaction. The satisfaction, guys. 3,200 damage. Not really farming a whole lot in this tank. I mean, we're definitely holding like above 3.3-ish or so for the most part. Get rid of Bobby. That's what I was saying. What is this? Or some kind of lag. Yeah, I just felt like some of my shots are slightly lagging behind where I think they should be. GG, Type is useless now. As it should be. As it should be. Actually, I think the Type is still pretty good. Sure, its mobility got ratted on, which is deserved. But it has a ton of HP now, right? It's like kind of close to... Please learn to drive. It's kind of like super heavy, super heavy levels of HP, right? And it still has the really troll armor profile. Not as troll now that you don't have to worry about, now that you can't wiggle like a madman. They're worried. Okay. Just in case, we'll take a blind shot there. All right, let's get ready to work on a flank over here or something. Ooh, WZ-114. Don't mind if I do. Oh, okay. Do mind if I do. There's the Waffenenträger. This 4005's kind of just a little bit in my way here if I want to take shots, and I don't want to overpeak and take a blind shot that was aimed at him. All right, Pan's moving in. There's the 57. There's the T-110E4 as well. Okay, so we got a feel for what their team's doing, and I'm misfiring because, yeah, clearly I'm talented. There's an E6 over here. Oh, interesting is that. Oh, that E6 is going to be annoying to deal with. Yeah, I won't even be able to... Oh, no, wait. Actually, it's a T-92E1. Why was I thinking it was a T-92E6? Alright, so here's to just, like, hoping eventually RTD's coming to assist. Also the 57. Oh, my goodness. Well... Thank you, tank destroyers, for your situational awareness. It is sure appreciated having you guys out here assisting us. I mean, not assisting us. Yeah, this game is just already looking sus, dude. I should have just pushed heavy side. I was thinking initially I should go heavy side and not mid. The issue is they're just YOLOing through, and my allies are just nowhere in terms of being set up properly. None of them are set up for this. And I feel like I just can't do anything here. There's no position I could take to farm. The enemy team have all of the, like, high ground map control positions, which is leaving me in the low ground. And I mean, I guess their spawn is probably my best opportunity here soon. Let's try and stay low so we stay unspotted, and then we will catch the T-22 off guard when he goes to push in. He didn't spot me, right? No, he doesn't. Definitely hasn't spotted me. All right, now the T-22's over-aggressed a little bit. Quick shot to him. We're gonna have to kill this dude as quickly as possible here. The IS-7 almost fluffing our shots a little bit too much there. Oh, nope, we don't want to deal with that. That dude gets to the corner, puts a shell into me. It's kind of game over. Apparently he has a goated armor profile. This is so sad. And apparently I can't hit his drive wheel. Oh, we're dead. Oh, this tank is very mid in these types of situations. Also, our IS-7 has literally been doing nothing all game. He's just been sitting here. I mean, he kind of helped us kill that T-22, but he also kind of almost made it worse because he made us miss some of our shots on him by YOLOing him like that. And then we needed him to go back and hold mid, like keep the E4 off of us, but instead he just went up top and ignored the E4 fluffed his shot. That game was just so bad. Our 4005 had no situational awareness there that we were getting pushed on from behind. If he had poked out and prevented the T-22 from just like sitting there for free, we actually could have retaken our own spawn. Like, sure, he farmed a little bit of damage there, but in the end, like where we needed him most was to cover the med side, but he was way too distracted, I think, trying to farm the WZ-114 there. This tank is so big for no reason. Tank is only good if he can flank. It is definitely a lot more map dependent. I think that was kind of the beauty of the T100 LT. Is sure, it didn't have a lot of gun depression, but also it was like tiny. It was like half the size of this vehicle, right? It was so low profile that you could work so many bizarre positions and get away with it. Whereas this vehicle definitely, it's small, but it's not much smaller than like your, at least in terms of height, it's not much smaller than your typical med in this tier. And once again, if you keep getting like these stupid town maps and stuff like that, or maps where it's like just not a lot of opportunities to be like for big flanks and stuff like that, you're gonna definitely feel a little bit of pain here and there. Also, I think we can get away with some farm on this dude. Oh, there goes the 183. 183 not having a very good day. It looks like this Vigor's Light here is pretty ambitious on tunneling me, so let's put a quick shot to him. 60 TP, unfortunately, not able to hit him. Alright, I won't try and deal with the E6, but I think if we can kill this Vickers here, let's get ready to put a quick shot to him. Nice. And then we can put another shot to him on the crossing here, or even go for the E6, which is maybe a better option. Yeah, we might even be able to do something about this E6 here. Alright, Rat 71. Can't even pen him. So is the way of life. Gotta focus to 57 for now. Nice. Both 268s just fired. Let's focus the... Oh, that's not the lower HP 268. I was gonna say, let's focus the lower HP 268, but mistakes were made. Let's kill the Vickers here real quick. Please don't damage my engine. No, he damaged my gun. Almost worse. But at least with the damaged gun, I can still drive away. Alrighty. We're just gonna have to believe in the track shots here, my dudes. There we go. Goated. Track shot. Nice. We should be big chillin' now, boys. And I think he just kind of gave up there. Alright, another shell to this man's. Track shot. Good stuff. Let's get our assistance damage up. Yes. Another shell into this man's. Yeah, it's just it's a rat 70. Oh my gosh, the smallest of vehicles there. You shall not kill me. It is not permitted. There we go. Not bad. Fatness' time is near or not? No, we pulled the bait. We used our mobility to get out of there. Basically, I was pretty confident that as long as the 183 and the heavy tank were with me, the enemy team wouldn't be able to really YOLO. And if they tried to YOLO, you just push on over up top, which actually worked out quite well. It actually worked out quite well. That was kind of my plan of escape, and it turned out. Good game. Thank you, Shocky Poo. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Sheridan, Progetto, STRVK. Sheridan's going to get to the hill before me because I think it has better traverse. But we also have a Sheridan and a Leo. Is taking hill really necessary? It would definitely be beneficial, but we do outnumber them in lights and meds. Might be worth trying to take hill. Let's see. We have decent acceleration, but I mean, you can see we're still going pretty slow. Yeah, we're going to tank one from the Sheridan here. So is the way of life. This is my issue with taking hill on this map, man. And I won't even be able to get to a safe position. This is why hill just downright sucks in general. Hello? Are you guys telling me you just let this dude pull all the way up and get away with it? TDs, Grill, Leo, Sheridan, Chieftain, and of course, none of the meds came and helped me take a hill. I was gonna say, there's no way this dude just got away with that. On the other hand, at least I am slowly whittling his HP down. This is why I don't like taking hill ever, especially if it's not like a 100% guarantee that you're gonna get it before, like easily before the enemy team can. I'm also para-proxied by, I'm worried about this 183 pulling in over there or something. That's my primary concern here. Unfortunately, the Chieftain's keeping me proxy spotted here. So, I guess I'll just have to accept my fate, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna sit here for the rest of the game. I think. Oh, don't let him take the hill. Please don't let him take the hill. I swear, if you let this man take the hill, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh wait, maybe the 183's distracted. Maybe the 183's distracted. He's distracted, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, jump! Oh. Well, that was definitely a bit... Oh, come on! Boo-hoo! You're no fun. Leo, you are the worst. T95E6, you are also the worst. And where's the other one? Where's the other rats that ran away? Instead of helping me on the hill. Where'd you die? Sheridan, you could have taken hill as well. That's what I get for taking hill, man. That's what I get. I try and take a position purely. Not because I actually thought it was like a spot where I'd farm the best, because I knew it was really important to have the hill control there. And I didn't trust these dudes necessarily, even though we had a much superior lineup. And what do we get instead? We get the worst supporting allies ever. Oh, man. Mines really needs to get removed from tier 10. I still don't understand to this day why Wargaming thinks Mines is a good tier 10 map. It's too tiny. There's only like 3 areas of engagement max, of which only one of them is actually good. Oh my goodness, the man's got lit up. Yeah. So this little trash for the gameplay that I've seen, it's not trash shock. It's quite similar to a T1 and LT, just with better DPM and worse armor. Yeah, I mean, the Leo did 1 shot and died. Chief did 1 shot and died. Those are the people that were kind of supporting me. Ay. I thought you always pulled right if you took the hill. Well, usually I would. However, I got tracked on my way up. Number 1, kind of a mistake. Number 2, well, I mean, not a mistake. I can never predict if I'm going to get tracked or not. That's always just down to whatever. But number 2, a Progetto with 3 shots was pulling up the front. If I tried to turn after I lost all of my momentum if I tried to turn left and get back to my usual position, I would have died instantly regardless, right? I would have died. That would have been the end of the game. So I had to take emergency measures and actually just keep pulling straight forward, a way that I usually hate playing. And you know, considering I lost all my HP on the way up the hill, I still did okay. Comparatively to the rest of my team, I did very good. Oh gosh, 5 degrees of gun depression. Pain. The pain of not being able to shoot. And this is like a giga nice bridge for down angling your vehicles to facilitate gun depression. There we go. Another quick hatch down to this man's. Alright. At least the enemy team have like no TDs. So that's always a plus. Oh, this 907's getting bombed though. I will admit, this 907's not having a very good game, dude. Oh, you finally penned a shot after losing like 1100 HP. Okay. Sheridan, Kron, all these dudes pushing in behind us. We gotta kill the bad shots. Pushing down low is our best option right now, because these dudes are already pretty low HP. Sure, the VK is gonna be holding their spawn, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to really stop us from winning this side. So let's get ready to start pushing in onto the bad shot the on. Hopefully he doesn't have a full magazine, or if he does, he splits it, which is ideal. There we go. Now we can start pushing in on the 907 here. Almost. Yes, there we go. When the gun works, it does a good job. Like, it hits pretty good snapshots. There we go. And this dude's dead already. Like, I mean, I guess I'll kill him. There we go. And Sheridan's dead. And that just leaves their heavies in the bad shot the all. Alright, Kron, I really can't do anything to him. So let's think about this just a moment. There's a bad shot the on. Quick shot to him. This game's pretty fun so far. Alright. For some reason, I thought I was shooting APCR. Like, I thought this premium ammunition was APCR. No, it's heat. I was like, oh yeah, I can pen that easily. Just shoot a APCR shell. Nope. Okay, there we go. This is actually a pretty fun battle. A lot of just big brain YOLOs, you know? Also, good luck penning anything on the IS-4 when you have 230 AP pen. APCR pen at that. If it was AP pen, it would be bearable, but it's APCR pen, so it's even worse. Oh, don't mind if I do. There we go. That was a much better game. This thing just doesn't move the needle for me, but it does have the DPM characters that you always look for, and it is a mobile tank, so I know you're always bound to like it. Yeah. I think, oh gosh, out of the tier 10 lights, I still think the Sheridan is my favorite. Because while this tank has that crazy DPM, well, it does have that crazy good DPM, which is nice, I guess, and pretty decent mobility. There's just something about this Sheridan's ability to slap for 560 and get away ASAP that is just built different. Also, Sheridan gets like 340 heat, and even though it doesn't have DPM, it slaps. It slaps. So it's much easier, in my opinion, to actually farm in a Sheridan with its 10 degrees of gun depression than this tank, because this one's a lot more position. Like, you have to be a lot more careful where you position it. Quick shot into this man's here. Shot into this man's here. Yeah, the gun does the job pretty good, though. We doing pretty okay here. Sag. I really didn't need to take... Bruh, okay. What? He penned HE, but where? Not my upper plate. Not my tracks? What? Where did he even HE pen? That's ridiculous. He just like hurled an HE shell without aiming and penned me. That is so sad. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Before this chieftain decides to Hail Mary onto us. Well, purity is, but I gotta get out of here, though. While I still have a chance to escape, we must escape. There we go. Alright, cool. Now, this M4 is done losing his HP here pretty quickly, actually. No, not you, Chieftain. Ooh, Chieftain, you are actually no fun. Now you're stuck in a ditch. Oh my goodness. Nice. This chieftain has his heart set on me. My goodness, dude. He is just like chasing absolutely no one else. Look at this man. Look at him. He could have ran away. He could have been farming like anyone, like our V4 and stuff, but he's still determined to shoot at me. That's hilarious. Oh, of course. Look at that. He doesn't kill the V4. He doesn't kill the low HP V4. And guess what? The V4 now survives and he has to waste another shell on him. That is a meme. Tunnel harder. Marshall Davao. Yes. Name's Marshall. Okay. Okay. So now that we have escaped the clutches of Marshall's tunnel, we can work on slowly whittling him down. It's the bet he's just gonna try and kill me here. But you know what? I want my farm. Revenge is sweet. Well, what do you think of this tank? Since I got here, I can give you the verdict. I think it's good, and then you get pinned in the turret. Like I said, don't trust too much in the armor. 3,500 or so. Not bad. It could have been a whole lot worse. Chieftain wasting his time, YOLOing around after me. Like, I guarantee he missed out on at least like 3 or 4 shots opportunities there. He could have killed the V4 a lot faster if he'd focused on killing the V4 instead of chasing me around initially, and then actually that game could have been a whole lot closer because the Ag Tiger wouldn't have had to waste his time looking at the V4 and stuff like that. Nice slide down kill shot, easy claps. I used to brawl in Premier Vickers one that lit was godly troll. Dude, the Vickers back in the old days was great. Also, shock, I'm probably not playing this tank as good as I could. I mean, you know me, I only play Blitz like once every couple of weeks, so I'm not quite peak like I used to be. I feel like back in my peak 200 LT days, I probably could have easily like 4K'd this tank as well, just because I would have been really like warmed up with this play style. 140 Ti2E1, not bad. Okay, we might be able to play right. There's no point in going mid. I don't have the gun depression to work mid, so that would be pretty pointless in my opinion. There's the 422. Who knows how on earth that shot missed, but there you go. It missed somehow, which is pretty impressive. I didn't think it would, but there you have it. TI2's over here. I'm not going to fully commit just yet. Let's see what our man's does. Okay, he can't spot me just yet. Cool, he's running away. Alright, where you at? 4005. I know you're around here somewhere. The 4005 is right around the corner over here. I think he's behind this building. Maybe. Okay, I don't want to push up too much here because it's really risky. But also, if I can start working out the 268, that could be... Wow, there's the 4005. Okay, I think the 268 just fired. ST1. Nice. Now I can push in and just free farm. ST1, come here, give me that damage, boy. Kinda want to find the 4005, but I don't want to risk taking a shot if I don't have to, so I gotta focus killing this dude first. No spawn liner, please. My wish has been granted. Woo, that was a fast game. On the other hand, we have a Wild Chieftain Mark 6 here. So let's use that good old 420 HE alpha to its peak potential. Nice. And that just leads to 140. See, this was a much chiller farm game. If you can find yourself in a situation like this where you can just sit back and farm for days, it is really a nice tank. You just go DPM mode crazy, you know? Easy claps. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. But for real, hard for you to play Blitz when you're studying. Shake my head. Yeah, that's true. And also, I just have like, if I need to take a study break, there's other pastimes that I'm more engaged with, rather than molding at Blitz teams for 3 hours. How's the Amarak on the tank? I can see the fuel tanks are weak. Amarak seems fine. Actually, I don't know if I have been racked yet in the vehicle so far. It feels like the rack is actually fairly strong, which is nice. The fuel tanks are my main gripe. And actually, I probably should even adjust my equipment to compensate for that. The good old Waffenträger. Yeah, SADS with its 600 alpha damage now. I don't think the grill is, or the Waffenträger is fine. I think the grill is a bit, I don't know why we're gonna be nerfed to grill. It makes me sad. Old grill is kind of peak with its insane DPM. Now it's just like, meh. Alright. Sheridan type 61. It's just me on this side, so I should be careful spotting up here. Oh, well, ain't that interesting. Alright, this dude probably spotted me up just about now. Wow. Wow. Was not expecting that at all. And I just spotted up, like, the entire enemy team. So let's get out of here. While we still can. Before we get YOLO'd by the enemy team, which is very plausible, to be honest, judging by how they're driving towards me at that moment. Aww. Sheridan pulled up into my spot. Now he's spotting me. Boo-hoo. Really? Boo. You're no fun either. Bad chat. Okay. The question is my team gonna do anything about this? Or are they just gonna sit back all game? I mean, y'all gotta kill the 50B. Y'all gotta kill him. Or the game is over. The YAG 183. Okay. I would love to push on that side, but can I? The type's covering the 183. The 50B is almost down. We gotta kill the 50B here. I was gonna maybe hold with our... I might be making a mistake by not holding our spawn, but let's see. Let's see if this was truly a mistake or not. Alright, there's that type 61. Quick shot to him. And of course, the wild Bashothion is just sitting back here waiting for me. We're just gonna make pushing on the 183 a bit difficult, but we might be able to put some shells into him. Quick shot to the 183 here. Another shell into him. Let's pull back in case he actually creates an angle to shoot at me there. He's now one shot. He should go down pretty fast. Good stuff. Fast shot the on. Still over here. Quick shot to him. Let's get safe from the Sheridan and 263. 183 is not looking too healthy anymore. Oh, there's the Sheridan. Good to know. Patton's about to lose a lot of HP probably. Could have been a whole lot worse, buddy. Okay. Well, this is not looking very good for me. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. This position's just really not good in general. Although, actually, I might be able to do something about the Sheridan here. He tries pushing up on our 183 from behind. See, here's where not having a lot of gun depression is going to be a bit of an issue for me. Oh no, the Foch is pushing in from behind. I gotta deal with the Foch now. Alright, let's hope my dispersion doesn't screw me here. Nice. Alright, we should be fine. We actually have a pretty good chance of winning this now. Nice. The type could still be problematic. The 183 doesn't have a whole lot of HP, and that Sheridan's definitely a problem. The Sheridan's a 2-shot. I gotta make sure we hold on to... I could cap C, maybe. I could cap C. I could definitely cap C. But we're gonna need someone to defend B. No, I should have defended B, maybe? We still have pretty decent caps right now. Oh, no, our Yo just suicided. Well, that's unfortunate. Now our chances of winning are very slim. So now I have to deal with, one, a cap deficit. Wow, 263 actually managed to spot me. Isn't that cool? Where you at, Sheridan? There he is. Yeah, this game is just screwed. If our Yo hadn't got himself killed for no reason, we actually may have been able to pull something off here. Oh my gosh, man. Our Yo had to... All our Yo had to do there was hold their spawn. He just had to sit on that hill and we would have been fine. Instead, he pushed himself in the worst position possible. I can't even fathom why he would sit in the open there. Actually, I can fathom now. Yak did 0. Conway did 0. Pan did two or three shots. That game would have been pretty easy if the Patton had helped me on the med side. I'm not really sure why he thought going heavy side was a good idea there. And it took our heavies like 10 billion years to clear out the enemy side. And by the time that happened, it was just game over. Especially with our Yag doing 0 damage there. And I mean, our 183 actually did okay, all things considered. That was just not a huge fan of Hellas, especially from that spawn. In my opinion, that spawn is just 10 times worse. Because the way players like to play it is just pretty bad in my opinion. STB getting a little over aggressive there. Alright. I'm gonna make them quick rotations. Movement dispersion does not like me. And very nice. So that's the Foch. Good to know where the Foch is at least. I lost a lot of HP getting out of there. Honestly, I don't like Yamato either. I don't even know why it go to med side in a tank that can't even play it. It doesn't have the gun depression, armor, or anything that allows it to work med side properly. So I should have just stayed back and spawned and waited. I think that's one thing I'm doing in this thing is I'm not waiting long enough to figure out what the enemy team's doing before I commit to a push or flank somewhere. If I did that a little more, might not lose as much HP like off the bat and stuff like that. Now, my main concern is I know I can kill this 57, but can I kill him without getting spotted? The moment I get spotted, that's going to be a bit of a problem, you know? Because then that Foch can just push in behind me. See if there's anything I can do about it. We tracked him once. Thought we would track him twice, but that's not the case. He can sit sideways, but hopefully he'll start getting farmed out by the others here. Is that Sheridan coming back for me? Maybe. Maybe. My concern mostly is actually not the Sheridan, but the Foch rotating back for me. I could very easily see him just yellowing in. Oh, nice. On the other hand, I do now have support from the best shot, so let's take advantage of that. Oh, nope, bad shot. He's maybe going to get himself killed before he can be much help. Okay, there's... Oh, nice. Bad shot with the big brain support. Alright, well, we might need a heat shell here. Actually, let's put a shell into the Leo. The Leo's actually the one that's more dangerous to me. The Foch I can flank, no problem. The Leo I can't. Alright, let's not poke that again. And there's the Sheridan. Interesting. Ooh, Sheridan. Alright, if I'm fast enough here... Uh-oh. We might have done a bit of an oopsie here, boys. Okay, we kind of got away with it. For now. My concern is probably going to be the Foch more than anything. Definitely has shots on me soon. There we go. All of this work for 3,000 damage, man. Or not even 3k, for 2k damage. This is beyond Sag, boys. 2.7k damage. I'm glad I flanked what I did, though. I feel like I wouldn't have been much use in this corner. Probably would have died, too. Like, sammos are not custom? Huh? The only awesome thing is avatars. Oh, I talk about for comp? Imagine playing comp. Yeah, but a lot of pro teams like to run the same camo. That was what I was thinking of. Yeah, I mean, just because they're rarer, really. Just clout. That's the only reason you'd run them. The professional camos don't even really look that good, to be honest. There's a lot better looking camos out there. Of course, personal opinion. Just a personal opinion. Okay, let's think about this. Okay. A royal potato. In the mouse. And another mouse and a VK-72. Obviously, it would be pretty foolish of me to go town. I think the TVPs will probably go up top instead of this way. I mean, who knows? They might surprise me. They might pull out a unusual play. Oh, of course. How did I not spot them on the initial crossing? And how did they cross so darn fast? All right, nope. Oh, of course he hits that. See, this is the issue with this tank. Rat heavies are still beyond fast. And if you have a bunch of slow heavies, you're kind of forced to play town. And it, like, I would never think that these vehicles would... Oh my gosh, really, TVP? You just had to block me there. I never would have thought that these heavies would go this way, knowing that they're facing 3 German super heavies, but here you have them. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, we are definitely not having a good game, boys. I hate this map. I hate this map so much, especially from this trash spawn where it takes forever to get to town. Our mice might be able to pull through here, but, I mean, they're getting farmed out from behind. Actually, no, that's not going very well for them. I just didn't think the 2 heavies would wander here by themselves, knowing that they're about to face 3 German super heavies, and they're not in, like, I guess the M4 can hold, but other than that, they're not really holding vehicles. We might be able to pull back here, come back here. This is so sad. I'm getting tired of this game already. GG. GG indeed. I'm gonna YOLO on a Foch. I think we've played 2 hours and 40 minutes in these vehicles. I got a feeling for them. They're pretty good. I do not think I will choose to play these over my Sheridan, though, sadly. All right, Foch got rebalanced. I'm just gonna YOLO in the Foch for a few games, because that's memes. Just make sure I'm just running the right equipment on it. I guess I'll take calibrated, because why not? We have ammo. All right, let's take the Foch for a spin. Vinaigrette. Hey, how's it going? Not bad, not bad. I say stream Arc Knights. Here's the thing about Arc Knights. It's a fun AFK game, but it's not really good for streaming unless you're like extremely good at strategizing on the game, and then you can make like live tutorials and stuff on how to play, which some people do. But that was definitely not it. Not for me, because I'm a newbie. Drawing stream win. All right, let's try to Foch out. Now, if you guys didn't know, Foch, it has 500 alpha now instead of 560, but it's still has good DPM. Play Foch 155 between this when you die. I'm already bored of the Chinese lights. I'm going to be honest with you. They're good, but it's nothing that I haven't played in the form of a T100 LT. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not like Sheridan, Batchat, Vickers, and T100 LT are all very unique vehicles in their own respect. Oh, hi. Yo, this dude's running into single shot. Look at this Giga Chat over here. Now, the single shot's actually pretty decent nowadays, but you can see immediately the Foch's double tap potential is about, well, 1,000 in a few seconds now, 3.5 seconds. That's actually really nice, something the old Foch never had. All right, let's see if we can just try and bait a shell out of this dude. We're just gonna YOLO in here. Foch gun depression issues. Mega Foch gun depression issues, my goodness. Oh, Sheridan's trying to shoot at me. Let's put a quick shell into him. Let's back up. Wow, he penned AP on the move? Aw. He barely hit my upper plate, too. Okay. But low-key Foch kind of fun. Like low-key Foch is kind of fun. Hi there. Hi. Oh, yes. Get bombed, get bombed, buddy. All right. Who's next? Don't mind me, Jaegeru. Please, I really do not exist. I swear I do not exist. I'm not a problem. Absolutely do not have to worry about me whatsoever. 600. Boom. Yo, low-key, I know a lot of people were saying the Foch is bad. What are you talking about, man? Dude, this new autoloader is actually sick. It allows you to just dump that 1k damage out instantly. Ah, sad. She penned me with a heat shell to the upper plate. You can kind of get away with the YOLOs, dude. It's fun. All right, here to learn some new English words and improve my language skills since I play an English-speaking team. Oh, wow. I don't know if I am the best English teacher. Wait, what? What the do to this tank? Yes, exactly, Shock. I trust Milo's opinion. What is Milo's opinion? Where did Milo put his opinion? I don't even see Milo in chat. Right. That was like 35 seconds aim time. Is it gets 3.1k DPM. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, single shot Foch might actually be worth. The only thing that puts me off of this single shot Foch, I'm gonna play another game with the double shot. We'll probably do a stream like next week on the Foch dedicated to it specifically. The only thing that kind of puts me off about the single shot is you can't run rammer, so you can't really maximize your DPM. You're still stuck with 3.1k, in which case I don't even think the DPM is that much better versus the two shot. And the two shot being able to dump 1,000 out in 3.5 seconds is low-key kind of nice. It's better by a mile, eh? I don't know. I still like being able to dunk on people for 1,000. That's just what I find fun. I'll have to try to single shot out. Because if you're running single shot Foch, in my opinion, just play a 2.6. Well, kind of. Well, it used to be just play a 2.68. DW, thank you very much for the donation. I was gonna say just play 268, but then I realized the 268's gun handling is actually pretty bad nowadays. But I would say you should still probably just play 268. Not very cash money. My team wants to go left for some unexplained reason, which means we do not have much map control on this side. This means it's probably a big mistake for me to even take this side. Our 1-to-1's in B. The real question is, where's this 183's at? Once we figure out what the 183's are doing, it's not so bad. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. E50, that's not how you do it, buddy. Yo, what's up, buddy? That's right. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna have to do. We know where the 183's are now. Yeah, that's what I was most worried about. I was just worried about those 183's, really. All right, yoink, on the move. Here we're gonna pull down. Pull down to a safer position where I can hold. That should be fine here for now. The 183's are just getting dunked on. Even if that IS-7 decides to push in, there's not really a whole lot he can do to me here. All right, so we have 2 shots loaded up and a wild IS-7 in front of us. 1 shell, 560, and 2 shots, 530, and that's 2k damage dealt. Nice. I don't know. I personally think I'll probably vibe with the 2-shot a little more than the 1-shot, because like I said, even though the 1-shot actually is pretty nice from what I've seen, it won't have that peak double tap ability, you know? Which is what I think makes the Foch a lot of fun a lot of times, right? Just being able to do that, YOLO over, do 1,000 damage to an IS-7 and just annihilate him from the battle. Okay. So we got a Progetto now to deal with. Let's hope we don't low roll him. Alright, we should be fine. Oh, come here, Progetto. Oh! Bro, we hit those! We absolutely hit those. Oh, no, we don't hit those! 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 Oh! Yo, Foch is fun! Foch is fun! I don't know, I just need to get some YOLOs out of the system. And that is doing it, man. It do be a pump and dump tank. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. That is straight up defines what the Foch is right now. I don't know. I really like, so far from what I've tried, I really like the 2-shot. I think it feels way better than it used to, at least. Being able to just get that damage out so fast, and it's more traditional autoloader, right? It's a more traditional autoloader. As for the don't even increase damage DPM with events. As for the single shot, which we'll try out real quick. Build out by your teammates. I'll try the single shot, but personally, I think personally, I will enjoy Foch 2-shot better because it's unique, right? It's unique. There isn't another 2-shot TD really like it. So, Fatness Pro Blocker, indeed. But it's probably okay in single shot form too. I mean, DPM seems okay. Accuracy is a little bit better. But otherwise, very similar. And you do get 600 damage, so, like, you know, alpha's a little nicer. Alright, let's try it out. Let's try it out. The Beretta was running enhanced armor. Oh, it bounced 155s that way. Yeah, Sag. Won't bounce 183s that way, though. It was also, he was extremely angled, right? It was a very steep angle for me to aim in at. I am just, like, in a Giga YOLO mood. I need to find the best approach to YOLO the enemy team at. Which direction will lead to the most satisfying YOLOs is the question at hand. IS-4 hasn't even spotted me. Hello, good sir. Ooh, I will admit, the HE is nice, though. The HE is nice. No, where are you going, Emil? No. Hold on, I kinda got myself stuck here, boys. This ain't so good. I don't even know what this is for shooting at anymore. What I do know is I can't push with the T-30 and grill here. So I'll have to wait for the T-30 to shoot. Then I can just speed boost across to the Waffenträger. Boom. Yeah, I say take that second shot. Thank you so much. That's very considerate of you. Alright, now we can pull across. The Waffenträger's trying to make a break for it. But on the other hand, at least I am now in a position to start dealing with these fools. Alright. T-30. Wow, he pinned the roof. Like, look at that angle. I'm actually pretty impressed to even pen that angle. That takes some real overmatching capabilities there. I believe in you, IS-7. I believe in you. I have faith in you, buddy. Gonna use the IS-7 as a bit of a meat shield here. Woo! Bouncing the T-30. I'm not really gonna bounce an IS-4 here. Yeah, he's just gonna auto-pen me. Best bet would, at least best thing I could do for my team is just put another shell into this IS-4 here. Because I'm gonna go down regardless. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, single shot's okay. I still think I prefer the 2-shot. But it does feel pretty solid with the single shot too. At least the single shot gun is better than it used to be. That's 100% for sure. And I kind of vibe with the 2-shot just a wee bit. You probably get no map control double Foch tune. Yeah, it's not like back in the good old days. Also, our 57 IS-8, I mean, our IS-7 tried to help me on this side, but they fell apart. I probably should have just stayed on our spawn. I don't know how our TVP and Conway managed to die versus what, an STB-1? I don't know who they were fighting. But not bad. We'll give the single shot maybe another try. Maybe one more. Let's see. If not, then we'll go back to 2-shot. I think the Church on these light is as strong as the Leo 1, but have less gun depression. Not quite. The Leo 1 by far outclasses it in firepower, shell velocity, dispersion, aim time, DPM, penetration. The Leo is the superior in all of those respects. The Leo's mobility, I would argue, is better on the Traverse. Maybe. I'll have to actually check out the stats. So, but the Leo definitely has the better gun. And of course, 10 degrees of gun depression, or 9 degrees of gun depression, which makes a very big difference. All right, let's put a quick shell into this man. So hold this back up a little bit from the Kron. And like I'm here, came to Burgerland, can finally watch Fatness stream without losing sleep. Hey, Sniper Hawk, good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. All right. Ooh, the gun is a lot more accurate.
Can finally watch Fatness streams without losing sleep. Underscore.
Alright, well, Mr. I7. Okay, you know what? The single shot isn't half bad. It really isn't. You're right, the DPM is pretty nice. It may not be as meme fun as the two-shot, but I definitely wouldn't complain. Oh, we just blocked 1300 hash. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I didn't have the AP pen there, sadly. Not from that angle. Yo, this I7's having a bad day. Oh, he was about to have a bad day. Oh, they're getting baited, boys. They are getting baited. They are becoming baited by the ditch of death. Okay. Let's just keep farming, just keep farming, just keep farming, farming. Alright. Another shell into his lower plate. Nice. Oh, the gun does sound nice though, I will admit, dude. That cling sound it makes when it pens is insane. Alright, I should be unspotted. Nice, we could just YOLO the I7 now, I think. No, what? No, that was a max roll. I thought for sure the back of his turret. We're fine. It's the back of his turret. Nothing's gonna ricochet. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. That was 4.6k damage. Not bad. That was a easy farm, man. That was fun. Wish I had these enemies. Dude, I wish I was getting these enemies earlier. I would be a lot happier if I was. Okay, 4,800 damage. I can see the appeal of both guns. I think I'll have to do a dedicated stream to the Foch, man. I straight up think I'll need to. Is it actually worse DPM now? Oh. Oh, it is worse DPM now. The two-shot used to have much better DPM, I thought. Or am I wrong, or did the two-shot used to have better DPM than the three-shot? So, or I mean, imagine Foch the three-shot, then the single shot. I'll try the two-shot one more time. Scope in, the gun isn't refined enough to, for third person to be consistent. Yeah. I hit the back corner of his turret. The issue with the Foch is it has no gun arc, so you're more likely to fluff shots like that. Well, I think Foch has ideas to mobility, and I think gun handling. Oh, no. Foch gun handling has never been good. Never. Saya was spec off 70 for the mouse on the new Bay map. It was unfortunate that I couldn't clutch, but I tried my best. Yeah, don't worry, I did 0. So don't feel ashamed. All right, let's do some more Foch YOLOs. Now back with the two-shot. Low-key, the two-shot is more memes though. I feel like the single shot, you have to be just a little more sweaty, more casual, poke and farm, whereas the two-shot's like, YOLO, and oh, I've done 1,000 damage, and then, oh, I'm dead. Like, that's kind of the gameplay you're after. Lost 500 in the two-shot, oof. Yeah, I was gonna say, the two-shot used to have much better GPM, like, it was 3,300. So, that's kind of a rip. They should reduce the magazine reload to 16 seconds. Problem solved. One shell into Mr. E100 here, and boom. See? There. That. 1,000 damage, 2 shots. That's what I'm talking about, right? Almost 1,100 damage to that E100, and he couldn't even respond. Right? It might not have that DPM, but boy, it sure has that memeable farm potential that I really enjoy about it. Track shot. He's about to get Hesh probably, and then look, see E5, about to die. Boom, he's dead now. I'm gonna watch out. Okay, we know where the 1A3 is now at least. And the E4. Good, the C100's isolated. We can actually flank him now. Well, he's about to die anyways before I'm reloaded, really, for 2 shots. But I'll take whatever farm I can get. Oh, hello, Leo. Boom, 1 shot. It's a waste to kill him. So I might hold my shot for the Caro or the 1A3 back here. Another shell. Nice. Our 2 and 5B done did a little oopsie here. E5 is here. Just gonna make sure this 183 can't really back up at all. One shell into our man's here. We got a wild Kiro and a Vickers here. Another shell into the Vickers. Let's back up a little bit. Alright, we've done 4,000 damage so far. My problem is I'm kind of isolated here. Don't have a whole lot of support. So I can't really push in here. Not without throwing away. Oh, nice, nice. The Progetto's here. We're good now. We're good now. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm vibing with the two-shot. I think it's just a little bit more memeable fun. Alright, so we have this Kron here. And then instantly we can turn back, maybe get a shell towards this Vickers here. Yeah, you know what? This Vickers was annoying me. We're gonna YOLO for him. No, the Vickers is actually making the big brain escape. Or is he? Or is he? HE? Nice, 600. Easy claps. Yo, I'm telling you, two-shot Foch is fun. I mean, both guns are good. It's hard to say which one's better. I think single shot is definitely going to be your more reliable gun and maybe have a slightly higher potential threshold, but my... See, like, was that not a fun game? Was that not a fun game, man? Just YOLOing around in a Foch and just double tapping people for 1,000. Also, I swear the accuracy is better than it used to be. I swear it's better than it used to be. I know it wasn't buffed, but something about the dispersion feels better than it was. Easy 5,200 damage. What other tanks were adjusted in 9.7? You can run the one shot with adrenaline. Oh, right. You can, can't you? Oh, yeah. On principle, we must try our glorious Rat-71. Oh gosh, its mobility is probably so bad. Let's see how bad it is. If I'm having fun, that'll do with me. Yeah, exactly. I personally enjoy the two-shot more for the memes. It may not technically be better, but I think both guns are good. And I think when people are saying that the Foch was ruined after Wargaming rebalanced it are maybe not actually trying to tank out before they say that. Because I'll be honest with you, the old Foch was about as irrelevant as tier 10 TDs get, right? It was very, very irrelevant. Not many people really played it very often, and definitely not very good players. They just knew it wasn't the thing, right? And at least now I feel like it has a new light, a new life. New light has been breathed into the Foch. New life. Gosh, I can't speak. Anyways, Type 71 on the other hand, opposite situation. 2550 HP is a lot, almost 2600. And it's slow. It's slow. Oh, it's so much slower. I mean, it's still decently mobile, right? You're still getting up to like 36 and stuff. I probably should have turned my turret on the crossing. But yeah, Wargaming done rebalanced the Type 71, and I am so happy they did. I predicted he'd pull back, so I aimed slightly behind his hatch, so I could just shoot the moment I saw him shooting and guarantee the pen there. Easy claps. Okay. Rat-71, like, what do you even do in the Rat-71 anymore? Do you still just YOLO? Do you just YOLO, guys? Guys, I think you're supposed to just YOLO like usual. So, don't mind me, boys. I'm gonna just be doing Rat-71 things, and y'all can just chill and enjoy. I think it's still gonna be a very decent vehicle all the same. even in its current state. I don't think it's a very fun tank to play, but I mean, I just took 90 damage, and this poor Vickers can barely do a thing to me. He's like, oh no, I can't pen the big meanie Type 71. Whatever will I do? Bait the drive wheel. And I think that was the 100. Bouncing another HE. This dude really can't do a whole lot to me now. I can just focus on killing this U100 here. Bless his soul. I like how these TDs are just big chilling here, and the Vickers has absolutely no clue what he's about to run into. Oh, hello, AMX-30B connoisseur. I tracked him. No, I'm getting circled. Oh no. See, this is where it's going to be a lot more sus to play this vehicle now. Yeah, the Traverse definitely ain't it. That's for sure. 30B, buddy, I don't really know what you're planning on doing here. But there is no escaping the fact that you are about to get nuked beyond oblivion. Wow. Type 71. The most ratest of rat tanks. Maybe a little bit less rat. What do you know? Who would have thought the Rat 71 would get, for want of a better term, neutered like this? It is no longer a Sigma tank. Alright. But honestly, it's still good. I mean, look how much HP you have in this vehicle, right? The sheer number of hit points. 183 hit me right in my little weak spot. Good shot by him. I don't really care. The sheer amount of HP and still has a reduced amount of armor. It's still chilling. The tank's still big chilling. I don't think it's like awful. I definitely think it's a lot less desirable now. And that can be seen just by the lack of players we saw in this vehicle, right? There was like no one in the Type 71 today, which, you know, back in the olden days, the meta was 20 Type 71s in every game. Don't do the math, just accept it as facts, okay? Anyways, to end things off with, before we get off for the night, I'll play like another game or two in the WZ. Now that I have hopefully gotten all of the YOLOs out of my system, sometimes it helps to just take a break from playing one vehicle to play something else completely different for a while, kind of reset the brain, and then jump back and see what you're originally playing, especially if you've been playing the same Chinese light tank for hours on end. It's a worse IS-4 though. Oh, true. IS-4 actually can do everything the Type can now. And if you try to run the gun depression equipment on Type, GG, bro. GG. I think that the AMX-30B has better acceleration than me, but I should, in theory, be able to take the hill. Do I want to take the hill? Not really. Do I think it might be necessary? Yes. So we're going to try and take the hill. See if we can get away with this. Okay, yeah, okay. We have hill, no problem. Hope he actually didn't spot me. Would you look at that? Alright. We have hill. Our TVP is wandering into Narnia. Our 268. Our WZ-132 GFT. And our 183. Why do I have to get mines? Out of all the maps I could have gotten, it's the one that I actually really dislike this tank on. Oh boy. I just feel like there's not much I can do on this map. I can take hill. If I flank, I die. If I go in counter cap, I die. I don't have enough gun depression to hold the main hill, so regardless, I die. Yes. Fear me. I will damage your viewport repeatedly until the game is over. Okay. Let's get unspotted. Oh, how peculiar. How very peculiar. Okay, I should be unspotted for now. Well, the Progetto's gonna insta-die. I guess I should have held the main hill. God, I just feel like I can't farm anything with the way these teams are playing and everything. And with the gun handling that this tank has as well. Well, hello there, cutie. Oh, what's on my left? I'm glad I didn't YOLO into a Foch. That's for sure. Oh wait, I can't even HE that. Okay. Oh, hello, 30B. Don't mind if I pick up a quick kill on you, sir. So we know where the Foch is. We know where the Hori is. We know where the E4 is. And that's their whole team spotted, pretty much. Where can I get away with a YOLO now? I don't think the Foch is proxying me anymore. He is now. That's for sure. Foch just fired twice. See, like, you just can't farm anything in this tank half the time. Like, I can't push into any of these vehicles without paying the price. A very unpleasant price, right? Losing my HP instantly. If I try to do anything... Oh, well, if I try to farm an AFK, my teammates will call me out, but... You know what? When you can get the raw DPM to work, you may as well make it work, right, boys? Right, boys? There's no shame in farming the AFK, yo, especially as we're up 3-1. We're winning this game regardless. Who knows? He might wake up. My experience in this tank has not been very cash money. I told you, he might wake up, boys. I told you. Did I not say? It is a theory that he would wake up. He done woke up. He done woke up, boys. Oi, 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 oi. What oh my gosh. He's like, I'm gonna sit down and stare at the WZ. And, oh gosh. Please don't kill me, sir. I couldn't farm anything. So unideal. I paid actor for me. Oh yes, thank you, Shock. Back to the WZ. Leopard 3D camo. Oh right, I gotta get that camo sometime. 2.3k damage. Woo! So fun! Middleburg sucks. I can see why a lot of people are complaining about this tank's gun depression. It is quite painful at times, but overall, I still think the tank's pretty good. Pretty good does not mean busted or must-have or broken or top-of-the-tier tank. It just means it does the job pretty well, pretty sufficiently, and that's pretty balanced in the sense where it's not completely broken, you know. Alrighty. Object 140. I really need to adjust my playstyle. I already know this tank has a world of potential in terms of like farm average damage for me, but I just need to adjust my playstyle a little bit in it. I'm trying to play a little too much like the T1 LT, but the T1 LT was a bit more of a troll, you know. It could get away with a lot more interesting stuff. Also interesting, IS-7's over here along with our friend Mr. 140. 57, however, did go into the town. So we spotted some fools up. I'm sure the 57's back here somewhere still. That IS-7 is full sending. Once again, I feel like I found myself in a position where I can't farm anything. Okay, maybe I can finally start farming these 57s here, though. That is assuming I can penetrate them. Yeah, I can start farming these 57s now, which is good for me. Maybe they're just big chilling here, so... Oh, even then, man, even then, this gun handling is not letting me comfortably do this. Also, I'm sitting here way too long, so let's pull down in case they have any TDs looking above me. He's incapable of spotting me now. Nice. There we go. So I'm slowly starting to accumulate my farm here. Also, I think we can totally get away with pushing these 57 heavies now. Our 5A and M60 are really backed up, so I'm just going to be getting constantly spotted from the dunes. May as well just go into town and kill these 57s, especially as they're both reloading. Well, one is dead now. So, hello, kind sir. Track him. 57's dropped down. There's the grill. Quick shot to him there. He can no longer sit here. It's cool. I'm still proxied, so let's just back up a little bit. Let's just take a breather. Chill out. Stop bleeding HP unnecessarily. Alright. Utilize the actual fact that this tank has really interesting camo mechanics. Oh boy, I am spotted again. Let's pull down from here. I'm hoping the 183 is not back there somewhere. I didn't think the 57 was going to pull back up and spot me again. That was a bit unfortunate timing by me. Alright. So Grill's back here somewhere. Don't really have shots on him yet. We found the 183, at least. Okay, cool. 183's dropped down. And the Grill's killing people left, right, and center. Well, this is not looking good for us, boys. I need to see if I can do anything about the IS-7 here. Maybe heat shell. Alright, he's now a 2-shot. Possible 1-shot to our WZ-TD. Interesting. Our M60 pushed into the ditch. He's getting yelled by 140, but I can totally help him out from back here. Alright. Put a quick shell. Let's dive down before the grill can hit me. 183 gets taken out. Nice. Yeah, I think we're making the right plays this game so far. Instead of overcommitting to a fight that I can't win, take the passive plays and get the dubs, you know? Okay. Oh, that dude just got yoinked. Alright, where you at, Grill? You gotta be around here somewhere, buddy. Does have a spall liner by the looks of it. But he does not have the traverse speed to deal with this power. Nice. Nice. Okay, we're getting some decent games here. Sometimes you just gotta get these YOLOs out of your system and you can actually have okay battles. You gonna keep sitting there all game or like what, buddy? That dude's about to get Pepega on. Damage farming simulator has, well, what a waste of time. I may as well just kill this dude. Not bad. Not bad. Almost 300 likes too. Let's go. 4k damage. A lot of work, but it was worth. It was worth. Oh, it's just out. Rammer. Ah, I see. Yes, rammer means you can't pen anything, but also, even with calibrated, you can barely pen anything. So, I just continue running rammer on this tank. Pretty okay. Alright. One more game. I'm gonna miss Yaro's underscore. Sag. Underscore X30 Yaro. Play Leo PTA got buffed. Well, you see, I have to use the bathroom. Plus, probably gotta get ready to get off soon, anyways, because have company coming over tonight, so I can't stay on all day playing Blots. You see how it is. Good luck with your games, Button. May you lose very painfully and suffer eternally. What are those posters on your wall? Cat posters from Display. Display is a kind of metal wall art manufacturer, for those who are unaware. They make pretty good stuff. Yoinkers! Also, you know what's a big time yoinkers, guys? The fact that I cannot do anything about a YOLOing E50M. If you wanted to YOLO me, it's game over. Also, the fact that I've bounced 2 perfectly easy pens. Gray shots, practically. That was heat that would have penned. What are you doing? Give me that side. Thank you. Alright, I still have support, right? Oh yeah, I gotta buff a Dagger and another tank here for help, if necessary. This tank is not very good at hitting those little hat shots. There we go. Ooh, TVP. Type got ratted on a little bit. That's cool. I think our 50B done made a little oopsie as well. Once that 183's dead and gone, that opens so many possibilities for this battle, but for now, I should just keep taking it easy. There he is. The 183. The raddest of them all. We can actually just rotate out through mid. I think the 183 is on reload for a little while anyways. Get to this position. We'll be 183 safe. We might take a shot from the motion here. It's fine. Even if we do. We tried to HE me, but I have space arm on the side, so we're chilling. Well, that's not so big chilling. And we just escape. Kill. Nice. And now we can just counter yellow back above. Not the highest farm game, I will admit. Oh, we hit those. I swear, sometimes this gun is just goated and sometimes it's just mid. It can never make its mind up. That was an insane shot to hit. Alright. Oh, boo-hoo. Oi. Oi, you had to hit my armor rack, buddy. That's so uncool of you. Let me H you back. No! Why is my retribution not going through? I should have had more damage on this dude, but there you have it. Yes, finally. 1 in 3 attempts. It works. Alright, TVP. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. Well, we got 3k damage down. Not the highest damage, but I'll take it. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. That was a lot of blitz for one day. Whew, I'm tired out. My brain is like, no more blots. Blots is too stressful. Okay. Also, no premium account, so yikes credit count. So yeah, that's the Chinese light tanks. Pretty solid tanks overall. I'd say they're pretty good. I wouldn't say any of the tanks in this tech tree are just outright broken, but I also wouldn't say they're outright bad either. They're kind of in a solid spot. a spot that usually takes wargaming quite a long time to reach when it comes to balancing vehicles. So I'm actually pretty impressed. They managed to make them pretty balanced without busting them over. And yeah, so we'll have to try and figure out some streams for the next couple weeks. I mean, there's obviously been a lot of tanks rebalanced I can cover and stuff like that. Although I do have midterms coming up, so I'm not 100% sure how much time I'll have to stream, as my studies do keep me very, very busy and all that good stuff. We can try and bait Bobby. Give me a moment. Ugh. All right. Bobby. I don't know if this will work. Sometimes. Sometimes we can bait Bobby with her toy, but if she's really sleepy, she's not gonna want to play. So, we do manage to bait her. Okay, Bobby, come on to the chair. Let's see if we can get her. There you go. Come here, Bobby. Nope. I guess she's not having it. I guess she is not having it. Well, she is here. I promise you, she is here. Even though you cannot quite see her. Here, Bobby, come onto the desk. Maybe I can get her on the desk. Bobby, come here. Come here. Yes. We are baiting her in. She almost fell. There we go. I introduced Bobby. Here you go. We managed to revive her with her toy. So, do not fear, Bobby is here. Oh gosh, I've got so much of my computer screen in the background. There you go. Hey, you're so good, kitten. There we go. So for all of you who like bobbers, a little bit of Bobby saying hello. Also, way too much computer screen in there. There we go. There's Bobby. Yeah, gotta have Bobby say her hellos before the stream is over, as you know. So yeah, and that's that. That's our good old stream of the day, or the week, or the next couple weeks. Oh yes, oh dear thing. And with that out of the way, we got our Bobby. So now I can leave you guys in peace. So you all have a great weekend. I will catch you next time. Take care. From me and Bobby. Goodbye. What's up?